over like a fart in church. Never mind.
Well,
Although I've seen a lot of musicals, that's not one I've gotten to.
Like a fart in church. There's a song in it that they're playing on the German word wunderbar. And you said
Yeah.
Gundabar, and dude, there's a filk coming. I can just smell it on the wind. I hate it when they make me choose between two crap legacy, or whatever they're called.
Yeah. If I remember the producer's letter, they said they wanted to go to the Iron Hills and then off to Mount Gundabad. Which I'd totally be okay with.
I think for Guardian, one of the ones that may matter is that they reduce the area of effect targets for challenge, and the cooldown is increased.
I'm a war chant guard, not a challenge guard. Challenge is my oh shit power, so I don't press it that often to begin with.
War chant is force taunt?
Oh yeah, baby.
I didn't know that.
Then what's challenge?
Challenge is also a force taunt. I didn't know there was another one. I was never yellow, so I never used war chant.
Yeah, where I've in a very contrary fashion, like normal for me, I went yellow line and said I'm gonna play yellow line because I want to be a two-handed guardian blocking things. When I was like, what was he, level 38 or 40? Okay, when I brought him, and he switched out for Drago.
Mid-30s.
Yep, and I liked it. I liked the rotation. It was simple and fun, and I was just learning to lead groups at that time and teaching other people the game. So it was really way easier to tank.
I was brand new at gaming and really bad at aggro, as in I got a lot of it.
And war chant is no longer tactical, it draws your damage from your weapon. So that's probably better.
Well, that's interesting. Then they need to update the tooltip because it still says tactical skill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a known issue they had that they posted. I remember that being in the patch notes. Is that they're trying to work on, like, for some reason the tooltips aren't updating, but they're trying to work on it.
Okay.
But
yeah, in general, I have good vibes toward. Go ahead.
Everything else is like red line. There's a few other minor ones, but nothing that affects us probably.
No. Yeah, Tank and Guardians, I feel, is in a pretty decent place. We're not supposed to do, world-beating damage, but I feel like I can control battles, single target or multi-target. That's what
Isn't that
tanks
your job?
do. Yeah, right. Get hit a lot and control the shape of the enemies. So
I hope.
I played Overpower a little back when that was a thing, but I never leveled in red, so I don't know much about red. Go ahead, Kate. Sorry.
I hope if they're going to take away from classes that they don't do it in a stupid way. I have no problem with them tailoring classes to certain roles because, let's face it, hunters shouldn't be able to tank. Guardians really should just be a brick wall, not doing as much damage. I'm fine with all that, as long as they don't do stupid things like take away my cleanse.
Yeah, I think I would like every line to have a DPS soloing aspect, so people who prefer to solo can level up without having to do 14 skill presses per mob. Captains back in Moria.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Yeah.
But Barrage was ridiculous.
Man,
it needed to be undone.
Yeah, it was time for a Barrage nerf.
Do you guys want to hear something funny? I didn't even realize it was broken.
You thought you were supposed to be that powerful?
No, I didn't go beyond 3 barrages. I use a count in my head for what buttons to press when.
Oh, I gotcha.
So, I didn't realize it was broken until just a few months ago.
There was
You,
no buff indicator. Did they change that? Did they put on a buff on the Hunter?
Because of a bug in the code, there were hidden extra tiers of
Right.
barrage that continue to increase the damage beyond tier 3 if you kept using it. And that
Did you,
I think what the main thing they were trying to fix is coupled with the unlimited power regen healing from lore masters with that aspect of barrage. I think it was breaking raids. I think, but I don't play that stuff. I play down here with you guys, you know, so I don't really know exactly what the issues are. Sorry, I'm gone.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask, Kate, did you never use barrage with rapid fire, or is it volley? I forget.
Rapid fire.
No, it's rapid fire, but I just used my rotation. It didn't occur to me, or I'd use other powers. No, you hit it 3 times and then you gotta move on to something else. That just was drilled into my head.
Oh, I gotcha.
So, yeah, that it was only good for 3 and then do something else because it needs, yeah. My head had a refresh in it.
I gotcha. No, I would just, you know, like, before I would, like, one of the reasons I liked playing on the Hunter was, like, you know, anytime I'd encounter a thing that I couldn't kill in a couple hits, I'd just pop rapid fire and, like, it'd be dead in, like, 4 or 5 barrages, which, you know, would be free. Because rapid fire.
Part of the problem is rapid fire's in an awkward place for my fingers to reach, so I don't use
I
it as much
gotcha.
as I probably should.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, what, 90% of what we fight dies in one barrage anyway.
right, you know,
There's
Oh
another
my
issue.
That's
gosh,
just it.
Buzz.
There's another issue with this patch. Is anyone using the keyboard to turn their war steed, or are people using mouse look to turn it?
I use
use
mouse
mouse
look
look.
to turn it.
mouse.
Are you sure it's they did update the graphics? They said they updated the.
And so it looks more naturally.
No,
And
what
I'm
I'm seeing
happy
on the
about
boards is keyboard turners are reporting that the turn radius got messed up. But it's a keyboard only issue. I also steer with the mouse, so it's not a problem. But
I'm not seeing any issue. If I use keyboard, it's the same as if I use the mouse.
okay, good. Well, maybe
I mean, the camera's
maybe
different.
those people are nuts.
But,
Okay.
but it seems like the turning is the same.
How?
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
coming.
maybe.
I'm coming to
If I use mouse, like
left and right here.
I can turn harder. Like there's an extra. There's an extra level of turning. Like if I turn the camera all the way behind me, I'll do a harder turn. So that may actually be right.
I'll have to come try it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I thought you
things are
posted
still
in the
dying
chat
in
there.
one hit on barrage, guys.
Yeah, right. And that's with your 75 Li. You're not even using
Yeah.
your 85 bow for DPS yet.
Looks like penetrating shot should be your opener, though, for sure. Don.
If you're going to use a focus opener,
Well, it
Yeah.
gives a 10-second debuff for physical damage, and then if you trade it, it gives additional range critical vulnerability. It's
Right.
pretty nice.
yeah.
Oh.
I wonder if let's say the shot now applies a 10-second debuff to the target's increased physical damage. How are you guys reading that? Is it a debuff to the target's damage output?
Link to the patch notes.
Are you reading the patch notes? Penetrating shot
To
now
the patch notes.
Yeah.
applies a 10-second debuff to the target's increased physical damage.
The word increased
yeah,
in there
that's
is
weird.
weird.
Hello. Excuse me, next victim. I'm ready. Here we are. Alright, you said penetrating shot first. Barrage, barrage.
Oh, Exsanguinate is much better now too.
Yeah, the Blood Arrow Exsanguinate combo got buffed a little bit.
Hmm.
The only negative I've read about that is that the Exsanguinate follow-up, the cooldown doesn't match the Blood Arrow cooldown, so if you're doing it multiple times, not usually an issue for us in our content, but if you're getting through your rotation multiple times, sometimes the Exsanguinate won't be available when you want it to be up. But it's a small fry, I'd say.
I tried the penetrating shot opener. I like the barrage one better. They die faster.
Landscape mobs, yeah, it doesn't, I mean...
That's what I'm testing it on.
So they definitely want you to use blue for soloing and red for grouping, huh?
Yep.
That's nice.
Exactly.
I mean, I
That,
still
that
use the
might
red
have an
result.
impact at high end, tier 2 stuff, but for us, yeah, that's whatever.
I like blue line. What I remember of red line is that you have to stand perfectly still and never move an inch. It sucked. I hated it. Blue line, I can move. I
Right,
can
but,
get
but
out of the bag.
if you're in a raid, for the most part, you can just stand back and ping away, so it's...
No, you
It's
can't.
fine.
That's what I'm saying.
There are some where you have to.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
You have to be able to get out of the bad. And if
Yes.
you do that while you're inducting a power in red line, you're blown, and then you have to wait while it refreshes.
Right, but if your single target DPS in red is significantly higher, then those couple of seconds that you have to move, periodically are probably not significant.
I remember Redline Hunter playing a lot like Redline Runekeeper.
Yeah, they're not too dissimilar. Rain of Arrows apparently got buffed, so it's pretty far down red line, isn't it?
Yes,
Rain
it
of
is.
Arrows I thought was a yellow line trait.
No, that's Rain of Thorns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can't you just remember the difference?
I'm totally lost.
Jeez, come on, guys, get with it. Get pro.
You're making us look like an amateur, Ken.
We are an amateur camp.
Yeah,
No-
I just
no
blinked
one
at
must
you,
know.
but you couldn't see it. Too late, dude. They've heard us.
If they watch your stream, they know.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay. I don't know how I got here, but I'm in a camp.
You're gonna camp?
I'm in a camp.
Let's see what social says about where you are. You are in the Norcrofts.
How did I get there?
I don't rightly know. I see where you are roughly if the mini-map, or if the overmap is right. We're all over the
Clearly, you
place.
took a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
Yeah, I didn't even know I went through Albuquerque.
Only Angalan
back.
is roughly in the right place, but Bussel has an excuse because he's collecting Skarn.
Okay.
You're back towards
Well-
Sliving.
All the green arrows are this way, so I'm going this way.
Zara and I are completely in the wrong place.
Are you patched in?
No, that's why we're in the wrong place.
They're in Arizona.
That's really the wrong place.
Yeah.
They really made a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Isn't that near
87%.
you, right?
Okay, Now I have to ask, is there
Well,
some sort of
By near,
road
you mean
thing?
5 or 6 hours, yes.
Oh, well, it's
there
better
some
than like
sort-
30.
Mm-hmm. What kid?
Is there some sort of road thing around Albuquerque, like there is around Boston, that makes it easy to take a wrong turn at Albuquerque?
Albuquerque is like this massive, sprawling city. And I think it's I-10 goes through it? I forget
Yep.
exactly.
I-10 West. Yep.
Okay.
I'm sure there's, other roads that, take you around the heart of the city.
Well, okay, it's east-west, but I always
Yeah,
experienced it as I-10 West.
I go east. I go east and then I come back west.
Yeah.
Where? Okay.
I think they originally put that in that Bugs Bunny sketch just because they liked the way it sounded.
Very
like
likely.
Mel Blanc saying Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Kate told me I think it was Kate. Was it you, Kate? That told me the story about when Mel Blanc went in and had a coma?
That was Brawny.
Or it was Bronwyn, yeah. Mel Blanc had a coma, and they brought him out of it by addressing the characters in his head.
Really?
Yeah.
They were talking
That's
to bugs
crazy.
and so forth, and that mentally woke him up from the coma over time.
That's not urban legendness.
I don't know, Bronwyn, is that
Found
urban
you.
legend?
I brought friends.
I've asked the purveyor of the information to Google it. We'll see about it.
I read that too. I think it's on the wiki page. Now, that means it's totally
Really?
true and it could not possibly be wrong, but
Well, of course.
That's
You
Wikipedia
can't lie on
never-
those
I've also
things.
read that. Yeah.
So no update for Runekeepers, huh?
Nor burglars.
Nobody cares.
Nobody kids.
Why mess with perfection?
I think burglars are in
I
a really
wish.
good place.
No, they're not bad. I mean, but there's things they could do in general. I mean, they're rebalancing everything else, and so hopefully they will get to it and do some things like ranged weapons.
They need to give, yeah, right, like exactly, like a
Yes.
ranged weapon auto attack, precisely. That make the throwing knives not a consumable,
Boomerang!
and just give
Or
hobbits
sling.
either a sling
Yeah.
or a
Yep.
fast super stone animation or something along those lines, so Bergs can pull from range
Oh.
and do a little range damage. It doesn't need to be a lot. It could be the equivalent
Birds,
of a let
birds
fly.
they need let
You know.
fly. Let's
Yeah,
face
they
it.
do. They need. I mean, having a hobbit burglar not be able to sneak up on an Uruk and shoot it in the back of a head with a sling stone. I mean, that's iconic.
Speaking of Runekeepers, though, where's Ninth?
I don't know. Get him to be here this week. He's good about
Hey,
catching
I'm
up when he
coming in.
misses for whatever reason. So. Yeah, Kate, that's right. It's power and/or internet issues sometimes lately. They're doing some kind of power up in his building
gotcha.
or something like that. And he works right before. Yeah, he works nights and then gets off to play with us on Saturday morning. So sometimes he's too tired, but it could be any of those.
Oh
I
yeah,
know that-
didn't you say he was one of the AAA guys or something?
I don't know if it's AAA, but yeah, he's a roadside dispatch person. Yes, where he goes with the skeleton key and all that kind of stuff, and the jack
Yeah.
and the spares and all that good crap. Yeah, for insurance calls. Yeah, yeah.
And the thing to break into the cars.
Right.
Did
What do they call that?
A Jack? A Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Somebody's name?
Yeah.
Looks like they
A jack
updated.
is for pumping up the car to change the tire or something.
Right. Looks like they updated the idle animation for War Steeds. And unless I just never noticed, but rather than doing that walk in place moonwalk thing that they did,
Yay.
he's actually
Jimmy, right?
he's standing here like prancing and beating at the ground. It's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, that's how Yeah, that looks better. I've noticed Sophie is not walking in place anymore either. That's better.
Oh, I just Googled it. It's called a Jimmy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving Dawn crap.
So it's a Jimmy then?
She comes in 10 minutes later to the conversation. It's a Jimmy!
I had to calm down before I could.
I believe it's actually called a James. Oh my
No, I know
God.
you Jimmy a lock, but I don't know if that's what the thing is called.
Yeah.
It's also called a Slim Jim.
Slam Jim. There
Or
you
Jim
go.
Jam.
Says Google.
That's what it is.
Snip into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah.
Rip.
R.I.P. and pepperonis.
My specs, they're gone.
I agree. Rest
Yeah,
in
they
peace,
updated
Macho
it. They updated champion damage across the board.
Man. Because that needed to happen for some reason.
I'm so happy.
It needed to happen just to make them compete with hunters
My
and ring.
my blade wall has significantly increased.
Yeah. They basically said, we
And
did that to
it's-
make Blade Wall not a useless skill.
It wasn't useless. It was awesome already.
It's time to revive that that champion hates you and wants you to cry thread that's been necroed a million different times on the four. You know the one I'm talking about.
What is this? I don't really go on the Lotro forums.
Okay, hang on. It's a classic thread from way. It was an old thread when I came to this game. It was already a thing. Let's see. Yes, there it is. Let's give us a moment. 3 things a champion would like you to know, because I hate you and want you to cry. There's the thread. I think it's time for another revival.
When the Fellowship hears Xing Xing, they know it's go time.
Oh yeah, this is old because it's still talking about the stances. I remember the stances.
Yeah, 2009.
I know.
What were the stances? Fervor.
Ardor and Zeal, I think.
Yeah, Ardor, that was one for sure. Yeah, I think that sounds right. Yeah, Fervor, Ardor, and Zeal. That does sound like the 3. Fervor was what would eventually become known as Redline, right?
Yeah, and Ardor was Yellow Line.
Ardor was yellow, was AoE, and Zeal was the old blue line champ.
Tanky. Yep.
Yeah, the old tanky blue line champ. Yeah.
They're still there in the set bonuses, but you know. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious.
Is that champ thing he sent? Oh,
Yeah.
who are you and go away? Don't make me get off my horse.
Not necessarily in that order.
Yeah, you better run. I'm killing you on foot. Look at that. Dumb work.
I always like when they dismount you and it's like, ah, joke's on you, I'm way more dangerous on foot.
I'm doing it again.
It.
Wandering in silly directions and then getting myself lost. I'm finding you.
Isn't that the point of the kinship?
Well, yes. Oh, there's the tower. See, if I could just see the landmarks, I'd be all set.
Hey, Dire Need, how's it going?
Wish I had made Sophie an explorer. I'm back, but you're not here.
I am
Oh,
very
well.
close to you.
Let's go down here. I bet there's things to kill down here. Yeah, see? I found them. Or we could do a skirmish.
Well, Zara should be almost done,
I
right?
think, yeah, Zara should be just about patched in, and
Okay.
I'll invite
Am I the only one not
vagrant
in yet?
Galt. He's finally done patching. He's back from Patchland.
Well, we all did our homework.
Yeah, I've patched in respect, so I'm good to go.
Patchlandu.
Oh my
Even more
god.
awesomer.
Oh my god, do I
Well,
have to respec? We'll be here all day.
No, you
Just
don't.
fill out your blue line.
Yeah, just do it.
You people are so funny.
Seriously, you don't even need to.
What do you mean,
spec
you
any
people?
points.
What do you mean by you people?
Telling me that, oh, you just respec it. It'll just take you a second. Like,
I mean, you just click all the buttons. That's literally all you do.
That's
alright,
what I
I'll
did.
just click all the buttons.
Yeah, click all the buttons until you get to the bottom. That
That was fun.
God, did you read that page?
Which page is that?
The champion thing?
No, I didn't see the link.
It's in Kin Chat.
Just read it to you.
Blondie is also spamming Kin Chat today, so my apologies for her behavior.
Who is Blondie?
Nick's hunter character. His role-playing
Oh, yeah,
premise is
I'm-
that she's a huntard. And boy, does he
Yeah.
do a good job.
I
She puts
remember
the
now.
Tard in Huntard.
Oh, yeah.
She believes that this entire patch was made specifically to target her personally because she just got Rapid Fire, her final hunter trait, and never got a chance to level up while using Rapid Fire Barrage like all the other blue hunters. So she's butthurt.
That's too funny.
Well,
Hey, you got a crest.
I suck at being a power gamer. Oh well.
That's okay. I leveled up pretty much my hunter pretty much entirely in Redline.
Oh, stopping every few seconds to shoot stuff? I would hate that. I dislike it enough on RK, but
I actually had a really good time with my hunter that I ended up getting rid of, playing Yellow Line as a solo. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did that too. Like when I got to Rohan, I
Mm-hmm.
discovered that Yellow Line was awesome, and then that's when I used it for like all of Rohan, and then about by the time I got to Gondor, they had nerfed Yellow Line for some dumb reason, so I switched back to Red.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
I never got that high up with him. I just had a lot of fun in the starter zones with the Yellow Line.
they quite know what to do with the Hunter Yellow Line right now.
Nah,
It
it's
could be
pretty
so
awesome
much
because
fun.
you get triple trap, and the one trap is really awesome. And like when you
Yeah.
anytime you dodge, it puts down a trap. That's cool.
Well, that's just mean.
How do you copy and paste threads out of chat?
Control C,
I
Control
have
V.
no idea.
Isn't
Grab,
it the same as it always?
yeah, grab and select the text holding down left mouse, then Control X or Control C. Control C to copy, Control C to paste.
I've sent up the dwarf flare.
It's weird. I had tried that and it wasn't working, but
No,
now it
Control
is.
V
so
to paste. What
whatever.
am I talking about? It's like asking me to spell a word. I know exactly how to spell it.
But you're not typing, you're talking, so it doesn't work. I know.
Okay, so where should I be?
We're gonna conclude the Entwash Vale and then go
Calling
pick
all
up the
hobbits.
Epic in
To the-
Aworth.
Yep.
So go to the tower in the middle of nowhere, and then we'll ride to the fishing camp and back into Fangor, because we should all be on the White Hand reaches far. Bring the evidence to Old Heart.
And I'm at 85 of some odd on Spider Slayer of the Eastham now. Calling all elves.
Sorry, repeat. We're going to the tower in the middle of nowhere?
Yep, tower in the middle of nowhere.
And
there
then
you
the
are.
fishing camp.
Yeah, and then we'll ride to the fishing camp.
I just needed to step slightly
I'm
to the
already
left
there.
to see you behind the tower.
Yeah, I was in a perfect hiding spot. Normally I can't hide behind slender things because dwarf, but I managed at that time.
And then you said some quest. I don't know that I have it. Say it again.
You may have turned it in last week. Yes, you've completed this quest. The
Okay.
White Hand reaches far. I just didn't get a chance to do the read over, and it was what we kind of came to a quick conclusion because
Right.
you had to leave 15 minutes early, and I didn't get to
I'm
do
on
the read over, and a
it.
few people turned in, a few people didn't, so that was where I left off. It's a long story short.
If
Alright.
somebody would like a summons, I have a rally horn that's bound to a count that I got as a hobbit present that I want to kill.
Somebody help this lady out.
Axis can be minstrel.
I think so.
All classes can be champions too.
Guardians.
Guardians.
Can everybody be guardians? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, dwarf, hobbit, man, and elf.
That's
Yeah.
not counting the bear people.
Not bears.
What race can't be hunters?
I think all races can be
Yeah,
hunters.
always. Okay, so
All races can be
Yeah.
hunters.
there's lots.
Yeah.
The ones that can be restricted are burglar, lore master, and captain and runekeeper. So it seems like about half and half.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, if this dev team can solve the crash issues around Minas Tirith,
Yeah, I think that's a 64
That may be
client
beyond.
thing.
They're not going to solve that until they move it to a 64-bit client.
yeah, but just memory addressing, right? It's basically there's not enough memory to hold all the textures that the game wants to keep loading in. That's based?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame because, I mean, they did a nice job in Minas Tirith.
Yeah. Pelargir is really awesome too. Dol Amroth.
Yeah, no, for real.
I like all the parts of Gondor that I've seen so far. My captain's in South Ithilien.
I like the rain.
You're close to
Forest.
Minas Tirith then, since
Very close.
that's
Oh,
next.
yeah.
Pelinor's next after South Ithilien.
Cut over.
North Ithilien, on the other hand, it's pretty, but I don't like it because that's where they made you do all the flower stuff, which is dumb.
That was the flower picking update.
I like flowers.
Can
might
Sophie
make
find
you
the
not-
path?
It's found.
Like,
Oh yeah, I probably could.
Yeah, I've had it this whole time. So I think Zara has it on.
That's because Zara found the path.
She accidentally hit it on her. On a cube rest.
I did not. I very deliberately put it on.
You know, dude, she knows
I
where you
f-
sleep. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't sleep there very much.
Uncomfortably near to me, as a matter of fact. Where are we going?
Yeah, why did we do this?
I'm trying to figure this out. Because I don't know how to get back to the quest giver.
He's
Um,
he's kind of southwest of us now. Or, yeah. We're actually.
We have to go to Old Heart?
I think if we
yeah, okay,
if we
let's
take
Didn't you have a
normal.
quest target?
if we take the
Let's do
boat,
normal,
Not the your normal mount hunt, not your warhorse.
I think if we take the boat up the river from the fisherman's camp, that'll put us close-ish. We just gotta go south from the riverboat. I think you're on the wrong side of the trees for that, but either way. It's that end kind of in the meadow, right? That's what we're trying to get to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm lost. Somebody stop.
I'm just gonna get there and summon more
Okay,
of the
open
people
up
who
your
haven't
skill
turned
book
it in yet.
and get your regular mount out and put it somewhere on your bars.
I think it is this.
No trees, my nemesis. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can't get here.
Alright, did you guys take the boat or something?
Yeah, that was my thought, but maybe it doesn't work.
I think Zara
Back
and
to
I
the
are-
Black Heart, remember?
Don't worry, I'm just gonna try to get there, and once I do, I hope I get there. Don't exactly know where I'm going.
I do.
It's really hard to stay not lost in the woods when the trees. I'm just.
Give up on the worst, dude.
Alright, people who haven't turned this in. Zara, Sophie, Galt.
Yep.
Were you guys given a follow-up? Who turned?
No.
Yeah, I
It
have
says
nothing.
bring the evidence to Old Heart.
That's where I'm at.
Hey, but he does have a ring over his head,
Sigh.
so I didn't take the follow-up, I guess. So everybody needs to come here.
Alright, we're back with Gandalf.
Stupid mobs, leave me alone. I'm summoning everyone.
I have a horn. I can summon someone else.
Did anybody try taking the horse near Gandalf?
Yeah, that took us the wrong
Royal
direction.
Empire?
Oh.
We're getting summoned.
Just stand still
Okay.
and wait for the summon.
I can do that. Thanks, Boz.
No, man, you're wasting them.
He only has like an
I think
infinity of
in
them.
this case it's not a waste.
It's like the
You
one
wanna
time they've
use
actually
one?
been really
No.
useful.
Trees are closing in on me.
Yeah, I
Actually,
could
that
use the
little-
horn.
Okay, Boso, you get Soph, and I'll get on Gollum.
Sure.
Well, we don't need to waste Bosels.
Oh, I got tons. It's fine. I never summon anyone.
Okay,
That's better.
Hooray!
so let me
That was
let me
easy.
get a sip of coffee. Yeah, that was great, right? No, that was very efficient gaming. Also,
Yeah,
We're
that
s-
took an
this
hour.
is an example of how pro we are.
We're 1 hour in and we just now got to
no
the start.
problem. No problem. We're here. This is part of the course.
So, have you been
Alright.
streaming the last hour?
Mm-hmm.
This is the most epic stream ever.
That's quite a recruiting
This
tool
is
you've
us,
got there.
guys.
Yeah, this is not the week to use the stream as our recruiting tool. At least not this
Maybe
hour.
it is.
This past hour of it. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna get a sip of coffee. About 2 minutes. I'll be right back, and then we'll go from here. Thanks, guys.
Well,
You can file that under seriously, you need a lot of patience. And thank you for being so patient.
it's not like we had any other choice, but
Yeah, but you could be a lot meaner about it, you know that.
What? Me? Mean? Never. I'm only mean to... better not go there.
Well, at least Ninth is not here. He can't rain demerits upon us all.
Oh look, here's a dude.
There's no dude. You're seeing things, man.
Oh, he's gone now.
He gone now?
There was a dude.
A dude? What, like another player? Or a
Yeah.
mob? Or what? Another player.
No, and just another...
Hopelessly lost in Fangorn.
That is the title of this week's episode. Hopelessly lost in Fangorn.
Okay, so is one of the things that's happened to me that I don't gather focus anymore?
They
Not
severely,
automatically.
they severely
in
nerfed
precision?
focus generation. And if you need to be in precision stance.
I am in precision stance.
Uh-huh.
And they reduce the precision stance focus generation.
Vastly.
Yes.
Bastards.
It's the worst nerf to the Blue Line Hunter. Definitely the worst part
Yeah.
of what they did to you guys. The Barrage nerf is not such a big deal if you had a healthy rotation anyway. But you'll really notice it in the focus
Yeah.
regen. Need to use a lot more builder skills. That's why I thought maybe pen shot wasn't. I said if you want to use a focus opener now, remember, Gall, we were talking about that earlier,
yep.
and that might be the reason why. Because if you open with focus now, you can't count on precision stance regenning it as reliably as before. But
Yep.
I don't play Hunter main, so you guys are just going to have to kind of muddle through. Go ahead,
Yep.
sir.
I was misreading that anyways, the penetrating shot change. I thought it was going to give the mob a debuff for incoming damage, so like my Rend armor does. So I thought, it would help everybody, but I don't think that's at all what it was stating.
So what should I change that out for? Barbed, maybe?
Barbed is a
'Cause I need
solid
to be
opener.
using that.
Yeah, barbed is a solid
Barbed and
opener,
quick.
is my understanding, and quick. Yeah, those are your two main builders.
Yeah.
Swift bow
I
also
think I'm-
probably needs. I months and months ago told you that swift bow is not the greatest, but because of the changes they've made, swift bow is now an important builder. I'll have to get on my hunter some and play with Kate and Moria, where we were back at like level 52 or something, and experiment a little with the rotation. But I think swift bow might become a more important builder for you as well, because you're not going to be able to
Swift bow's
constantly cash out.
one of your more important spells in Redline.
Yeah, but there she's playing blue, so. But,
Yeah.
barbed and quick are definitely good. Barbed, of course, being the opener for the bleed, and then quick to build up some focus, and then your
Okay, so we all know I
barrage.
rarely know what I'm talking about, but these things are in front of me, and pen shot gives you 3 focus. Quick and barbed only give you 1.
Penetrating
Pen
shot
shot
costs
gives?
focus.
3 focus.
See, this is why.
Yeah. I like quick shot as a focus builder because it builds, for me, well, it always did build a lot of focus quickly.
It also gives you a movement speed buff.
Yeah.
So, do you need a few more minutes to set your bars? That's not a problem if you do. Okay. So I'll start narrating, and we will go from here. And this is the White Hand
Yay, we're
Reaches bar.
starting.
Yay,
an
we're
hour
starting,
in.
only an hour late. No, there we go. The Ent stares with some shock at the burdens you present. Saruman. Old Heart understands. And the follow-up is Awake at Long Last. Old Heart's eyes are hopeful as you return from your search for his tiny friend. It'll be easy to break the news to him. Now, wait, yes, this was the sad quest from last week where we found the dead little... It's time to tell
It's
Old
a
Heart
solo
what you
duo.
found out about the fate of his bird friend. Solo duo, I'll take... Galt. We're gonna solo duo.
I'll take Zara.
Oh, good lord.
This is gonna be a blast.
You're so brave.
And travel now, when you're ready.
So what do you call that? The blind leading the
We'll find
what?
we had some measure of success.
A blind leading
I'm not
the
going
blind.
there, dude.
The first time you need. But you are filled with trepidation.
Inept?
For some great power
There you
is
go.
working with
Well,
you.
the problem is that the blind chick is just as inept, so this is gonna be a blast.
The Ent is
Fun,
silent.
fun.
Or is there a faint rumbling voice that you perceive as you approach? It's difficult to say, but you believe this Ent wishes to communicate with you, sleepy and tree-ish as he seems. You're tempted to lie to Old Heart, to spare the Ent his feelings, but it will not do. Those keen eyes will see through it at once. You gently relay your tale to Old Heart, of the orcs of Saruman, the sullied water, and the little victim, a bird that did nothing but pass unwitting through the cloud of death that creeps upon all the lands of Middle-earth. Dead. All creatures die, but this I must see. Come, small ones.
One smaller than other here.
Is that a short joke?
You know,
Yes.
it's really not wise to be making short jokes to someone who can be invisible and slice your knees. I'm just saying.
I know, but my friend Bozo will never do that to me.
Cut that bathrobe right off.
The bathrobe.
Oh, you did it. You
I
did
got
see
that
that
on that
post.
thread. I thought it was awesome.
What did you think of that thread?
I didn't read it fully, but it was pretty accurate so far.
Hurrah! Orcs approach, small one. wretched creatures.
Wow.
I'm getting used to this new rotation too.
Yeah,
Just have a little
Golf's
bit.
been taking the roids.
I just had 11k hit on Blade Wolf.
Filthy, reeking orcs polluting my pond. Madness. Where's my little friend? I must... The Ent rumbles softly as he searches for a voice that has not often been used for many years. Where is my little friend? Please bring him. I go out in the scummy water and find the bird.
Oh, we have to go do that?
Oh, I'm swimming in it. In my bathrobe.
Only one of you have to do.
Oh, see, I could have saved you the swim in
Alright.
this disgusting water.
Where's this
That's fine.
bird?
I'll let the lore
I
master
got
do
the
it.
bird.
He's better at that sort of thing.
Yeah, he's taller. Makes a difference.
Yeah,
in
just good with
swimming
animals.
things.
You
I
can
just
use a
have to
cantrip
find
to
Old
clean off
Heart.
that bathrobe.
Can you see me, hon?
Yes, I found you. And you found Old Heart. Awesome.
There you go.
The Ent stares down at the bird's lifeless body. A strange expression plays across his eyes. I see.
Ellipsis.
Room.
Prue makes that noise.
She does.
Really?
Entish dog.
Yeah.
The dog speaks Entish.
She speaks fluent Scoobies.
That's why we say she eats sticks. She's trying to learn the language of Ents.
Technically, it's Old Entish.
Oh man, I'm gonna make a special trip to Florida.
Okay.
I would love to see you.
Yeah, no, you would not.
We should be able
Are
to
you gonna
put
do to him what
ourselves-
Old Heart's doing to the orcs?
Uh-huh.
No.
I think he's a little upset.
What was your first hint?
Old Heart stops at the edge of the pond and turns around expectantly. They are coming. There will be revenge. There will be justice. Orcs will pollute the eaves of Fangorn no more. The Ent's eyes now burn with a fire that fills you with fear. Fear, admiration, and awe. It is good to be a friend of the Ents, and not an enemy.
Hey, he awoke all the Huorns and the Ents.
He did. If there's Ashlim and Bylos and Wisewood and Greenroot. Well,
He truly loved that bird.
Yes.
you have done enough, little ones. The Ents will take over from here. We cannot slumber while our forest is corrupted by the filth of Saruman.
Where are you getting that?
You had to click on
That
him
was
again.
that was the goodbye
Oh.
text for the last time you click on him. Yeah.
Oh, I just left.
That's okay. Search for Leofmar.
He's at the fisherman's camp.
Yes. Let's go back.
Can we fellowship up?
Anyone need any allies this week?
I am good, thank you.
I'm pretty good.
Unless they're level 85, no.
Okay. I could use 85 LIs as well.
Okay.
We're not gonna get any in this area though.
No.
No, we'll probably be, unless we do an instance or two, if we maybe run Bells of Dale, because we got Bosel his credit for, even though somehow we didn't finish the instance, we get killed by the final boss, but we still got him credit for the Great Goblin.
Yeah.
During
whatever.
Casual Night.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Alright, have you guys been on during Casual Night?
Just one. It wasn't this
Here
week.
and
It was
there.
last week.
Sporadically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was last week.
And I had to reach out and beg them to come in. Please help
Did you
me.
really?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't remember how we found out that Bosel was on.
Through Steam.
Were we on?
Wow, got another crest.
Oh, okay. That's how. I'm
2 tarnished crests, wow.
Dropping like candy today.
cool beans.
If you can ride through here,
I can be unfollowed through here.
good enough. We've lost someone.
No, you're good.
Are you taking a more optimal route?
I'm just.
Oh, you're taking the boat.
I'm gonna take the boat.
He's
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
Squirrel. We're here, I think.
Yep, we're here. For Awake at Long Last. With Leofmar.
Our mission is dire.
Easily lost. All of you, I was beginning to think I had imagined that I'd met you. How good it is to see you all again. I will have you know I'm feeling much better. And I found my courage after all. I slew many orcs as I made my way out of Fangorn to repay the kindness of that creature. Or was it a vision? It all felt like a dream. But I am braver now, and I have lent my bow to these fine men as well. Someday I will return to Garsfeld and restore my honor there.
Our success depends upon our strength.
They must have eaten a lot of beans there.
Silent Harvest is the follow-up. Listen, friends, there's a matter of no small importance I must share with you. To the south, in the Sootcrofts, is my homeland. I come from Garsfeld, a town of proud crofters, and for reasons of my own I now find myself here. Garsfeld faces now more challenges than it ever has in the past. The Thane, Gisil, is a strong warrior, one of the strongest I've known, but even he cannot hold forever. I would ask that you travel to Garsfeld and the Sootcrofts and aid them in any way you can. I will return in my own time. You have my thanks.
Yay, Suckcrops.
And
Oh,
we
we're
have
going
also...
back to Aylworth.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going back to Aylworth for the Epic, but I imagine that will probably relatively short order take us to the Sootcrofts as well.
Can I tag the Forge Master here?
Yes, of course.
No, there was one.
Yeah, remember they have legendary fishing poles.
What?
That's why they brought a Forge Master with them. They have legendary fishing poles.
These things need reforging regularly. You earn a lot of IXP from legendary fishing. And G, are you looking for only 85s?
I could probably use others as well, but clearly the 85s.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to make some quick money right now, if you've got any imbued legacy replacement scrolls that you might have gotten from loot boxes over the past months or years, they're selling for amazing amounts of gold on the auction hall.
Is that because they changed legacies?
Yep, because all the blue line hunters are switching to red for raiding.
Huh.
And the ones that are given in Ministerial questing and so forth, people long since used up, for the most part, I guess.
I'm just buying a lot of things.
Opening all those scrolls he was saving for some reason.
I sell all in batches every now.
I used to do that, but like the amount of gold that you make over just selling the scroll case, I didn't think it was worth it to sit there and right click it 1,000 times. It's what, a few silver difference between the scroll and the case?
Let's see. Single case sells for 265, and a single recipe sells for 1265. So 10 silver difference.
Yeah, more than I thought, but
It's a lot of free horsey rides over time. And it's time where I wouldn't be doing anything else in this case. You know what I mean? Because I'm waiting for somebody else to sell it or whatever. Alright, so here we go. Alright. Unless people are waiting on me, and then oopsie.
We were waiting on you.
Well, geez. Spoil my
Lost
fun.
you. Where are you?
We are just to the east of the camp. Here's me for follow-away purposes.
There. I'm following. Thank you.
why does the horse riding look weird? What do you mean by weird? I'm not sure. They changed.
We were briefly in the Western net for
You
like
were.
2 seconds.
They just made some cosmetic changes as part of the patch. Yeah, I guess it does kind of go sideways, doesn't it? Huh. It feels more natural. Somehow. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm not sure.
Reminds me of Old Man Willow.
Those are some pretty weeping willows. Somewhat less sinister than the Withywindle. At least that
Oh,
little
yes.
stretch of it. But probably significantly more dangerous, given that there's Uruks and Saruman's army running.
Yeah.
Old Forest is pretty quiet compared to that. If you stay out of the way of Old Man Willow, he kind of leaves you alone.
It's not exactly mobile. Thank goodness.
Why not? He
That
doesn't
was-
need to be mobile when he can bring stuff to him.
Where is Horn?
He's probably still looking over the river, right, where we left him?
He's by the south gates. Here he is.
He's just staring at the fence. Alright.
He was staring at the fence.
He was
He's carving.
inspecting the woodwork.
He's carving Horn plus Nona in a little heart shape, right?
Aylmer and his men are still here. I spoke with him briefly.
So, this is Book 9, Chapter 4, The Stone of Wirgenda. Aomer and his men are still here, friends. I spoke with him briefly, and he said we were welcome to make the southward journey with him. He has a few places he would like to stop on the way, including the Stone of Wirgenda. Oh, do you remember? It was the story I told by that campfire on our journey by boat down the Anduin, with Corridon and with Nona. King Fengel and his line were cursed. No heir of Fengel's line would survive to sit long upon the throne of Rohan. Many thought that the curse had been broken by Prince Theodred, but it seems it was not so. Aomer wishes to visit the stone, and you must understand why. With the prince dead, he, as Theoden's nephew, is now the next in line for the throne. He is of King Fingel's line, and the curse must now ever be in his thoughts. Speak to him, but gently. Who can know what it must be like to live under such a curse? Go up the way and speak to Aomer.
That bog lurker was spazzing out there for a second.
I know, he was.
What a strange tale you weave.
Did you learn anything about your friends from the site where we destroyed the Uruks? Aomer listens to your account and marvels particularly at your description of Baldbark. What a strange tale you weave. To think such peculiar things persist under the light of sun in these days. Tell me when you're ready to depart, and my men will be ready. There are a few sites I would have us visit on our way south to Snowbourne, and from there we will go to Edoras.
You are welcome to ride with my men and I on our southward road.
You are welcome to ride. You're welcome to ride with my men and I on our southward road, but there's one place I've planned to stop before we reach Snowbourne. Have you heard of Wirgenda's stone? It is involved in the tale of Rohan, and I am quite interested in seeing it again.
Solo.
Solo only, I'm afraid.
You are welcome to
That was
ride
a
with my
that
men
was a
and I
bad
on
right
our
click.
southward
A right
road.
click fail. Can the new leader of the group please disband the fellow? Or everybody can leave individually. I meant to disband, but I let. Travel
I
now.
have business in Snowbourne, but first I would see Wirgendar's stone. Will I next fall to the crone's curse?
This is my favorite track.
There it lies. The stone of Wirgenda. Do you know the tale? Eomer seems surprised to hear that you've been told the tale of Urgenda the Crone and King Fengel. Then realization dawns. Ah, well of course you would know it. How could you travel with a bard such as Horn and not know it? It is a popular tale, though it be grim and unpleasant. I expect it is true in all lands, that people enjoy stories that seem to explain their poor lot or continued hardship. The Mark's finest loremasters pored over the words of Urgenda's curse. They read it thus, that no son born of Fengel or his heirs would survive to sit long upon the throne. They thought the curse would end if something happened to restore the lost glory of Rohan. It was thought for many years that Urgenda's curse had already expired. My uncle's father, Fengel, lived in Gondor, and the lords of Rohan called a Witan and begged him to return to the Mark and take the throne. They said he was virtuous enough and would be a good enough king, that his reign was certain to end the curse. Indeed, Fengel lived long, and his son Theoden now has many years behind him. It seems now, with the death of Prince Theodred, that the curse merely slumbered. Perhaps it did not affect Thengel or my uncle because they were already born, or because they were not in the Riddermark when it was set. None but Wergendar can know, and she is long dead. The curse that did not affect Thengel did affect his daughters, and few of their sons survived to reach adulthood. I am of the line of King Fengel. Will the curse of Wergendar now affect me? I fated to die, and Rohan to suffer. Will all I seek to accomplish come to naught? Let's talk to Corellon. The deeds of the past often have grave effects on the present. Curses have power, and with the force of belief behind them they become even more powerful. How else can the misfortune of Fengel's line be explained? And how will knowledge of the curse affect Eomer's actions now? The people of Rohan need him to be strong. He cannot cower in fear of Wergendar's memory, or his people will suffer. I had been so certain the curse was broken, as had been all of Rohan. What must it be like to lay beneath the shadow of such a thing, and never know when it will reveal its fangs? If Eomer, out of fear, refuses to fight the evils that face our land, then King Thengil's greed will have struck the death blow for Rohan. They're under attack. Mount up, slay them all. There are 6 Vale scouts in all, and they kind of run hither and yon, so you could follow the NPCs if you want, or you can kind of run around the battlefield and seek them out your own self.
Have I ever mentioned that I freaking hate haunted con?
You have. Several times.
You can also kind of stand like a turret on your horse and just wait for them to come around to you, tab target, and shoot them as they come in. You also don't have to really be on your horse. You can 1 or 2 shot them down with penetrating or barrage, probably.
Yeah. I probably
I
should
define
make a comment. Oh no, go ahead, Sophie.
I had to find the NPC. Corridon seems to be standing still, so I'm just going to hang with him.
I probably
And I
shouldn't
think
make
that
a
was-
comment to these guys about the quality of their lore masters, right? That would be rude, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
won't
can
do
just
it
use your
then.
normal landscape skills on them, so, but they move, so you have to watch your facing. You might have to lead them a little more than you're used to in terms of your facing.
That's 5.
Hey, everybody can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird. I dropped out of server for a second. I have a ghost, so whatever.
2
You
bosses?
are the ghost
What
in
are we
the
gonna
system.
Yeah, one boss is enough for any world.
Okay, that's... I would love to talk to Amer.
He should be back at the stone.
Ride back to the stone with and the NPCs should gather there as well. So if you can find either Horn or Corridon, you're going there. Keep riding in the direction. That's the stone ahead of it.
Okay, that's... Thank you. It's like there's a lot of rocks around, guys.
Look for one with the easy to read runes on it.
They are easy to
Not
read.
the rock. That's a wall. So that's not the rock.
Hang on.
I don't... Yes, they are.
Go south.
I don't even have a quest ring. I can't go any further. There they are. There they are.
Is that supposed to be Wergenda?
Oh.
You guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gave me the connection to the server has been lost while I was away from keyboard. I don't know what that's about, but
Your ghost.
I hope I don't have to redo that instance.
Why? It's not very long.
It's annoying.
So during that reading, Amer said that he called you said Witten. I never heard that. So I looked it up. It's short for Witnagemot, which is an Anglo-Saxon national council or parliament.
Huh.
Oh, do people generally not know about Anglo-Saxon legal terms?
No, most people
Not
don't.
really.
That's not general knowledge.
Don't be
no.
a dick.
No, it's just I'm really asking because sometimes it's hard to see outside of the, archaeological
Yeah.
and scholarly bubble.
Stick your head up and look sometimes, sweetie. It's very
Yep.
important to be a well-rounded person.
I think it would be better if more people studied that kind of thing. Human
Oh, yeah.
history and so forth. Nope, I'm still in the instance, so I can just continue the
Yay!
reading. Give me 1 second. Wittenagemot.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know how to pronounce that, and then, but they have a little listen to it. That's Wittenagemot.
See, now when you say it like Wittenagemot, that sounds almost like a Hobbit word. So we will pick up with Eomer. We have defeated the orcs, and he says, "These orcs have unwittingly helped me. During the battle I had no thought at all for Wigandar or her curse. I've made up my mind. I will not allow the curse of Wigandar to control my actions. I'm my own man, Eomer's son, and I do not fear the memory of ill deeds done or vengeance sought. I will fight for the people of Rohan until I can no longer do so, and even then I will keep fighting. I have given Wigandar the time I thought she was due, and now I put the stone behind me, and will think of it no more. Onward to Snowbourne. We are needed."
So, oh, did you finish it?
We are needed in Snowbourne. We will not delay, and I'm about to travel now.
Hold on,
So
'cause-
no, I did not finish it yet.
So Druid, the scholar on the rocks, has some blue feathers. If you wanted to read those.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's see if he does. Druid the Scholar. Does everyone see him up on the rocks? Thank you, James.
No.
Awesome.
Yes.
There's a lore master up on the rocks. You don't need to click him. You can just listen, Kate, so it's not necessary to find
That's
him.
what I'm gonna do.
It says, "I've long studied the runes found at historical sites throughout the Rithermark. What can you tell me of this stone?" "This is the Stone of Wigenda. It's a place of sorrow for the people of Rohan. The greed of King Fengel doomed his line, and the kingdom has languished in the years since he crossed paths with the Crone Wigenda. The ruins on the stone bear long study, and that is what I have given them." "I see. But the carved runes are so high. There is much that is unusual in the old tales. That is the way of such things. Perhaps. What does the inscription read? Would you like to hear the curse of Wigenda, as it was written in the runes? I have dedicated my life to the study of such things, and I am pleased to share it with others. This is what it sounds like aloud. Heidig Fengel, Wanhoga, Ik O Hate." I'm trying my best here,
that's a
guys. This is
thorn.
another language. Yeah, this is another language, so let's see. Gornung Scale Bio. Some stuff I can't pronounce. I'm not even gonna try.
Let
We're
me
getting
try
there.
this.
You go for it. Go for it. Yeah, I need a true lore master to try to pronounce this. This is some kind of old stuff. I don't know. I'm lost. Go
Oh,
for it.
this is either somewhere between Old and Middle English. It's probably it's probably some dialect of Anglo-Saxon. Because
Okay,
that's
well,
what
so-
the Rohirrim's.
This is so I was prescient, and this is why I invited you to the kinship in the first place, because I knew one day we were going to come to this inscription, and you were going to have that Anglo-Saxon knowledge to share with the rest of us. So that's how awesome I am, and I'm going to turn it over to you to try and read that.
Hidig Fingel Wanhoga Ik Dig Hatte. Nornung Shell Bith Sid Leaknung Jin Gived Jignishe non-rekian rehit fuck derith nick kindness longa gibbet death shall non suno shall on jun install this kin young kyung jum of jun Kraf Yinja Akwelde Hairspell. I forget. Oh, is that another song? Oh, Odd Beard Mietje. Fuck, what different song? Miarxius Ednig Wigendia. Ednik Wigendia. Yes, Wirginda.
Thank you, man. That's a
That
wow.
was awesome.
Yeah, very impressive. I kind of wish Bronwyn had been on channel to hear you, because I think she used to read a little. Did you read some of that old English stuff, Brownie, when you were doing your work? No? Okay. I thought you had some experience with that. Thank you, sir. Well read.
You're
Much
welcome.
better than I could do.
I am no epigrapher, but I did my best.
Nicely done. Lovely, is it not? But the meaning is anything but lovely, of course. It means, feckless fengel, for I name thee. Grief shall be the get of thy greed. No lord of your line shall long live. Upon thy seat no son shall settle. Kin and kingdom your craving hath killed, until the might of the mark is mended. The means of breaking the curse is unknown, but it is widely believed that only once the kingdom of Rohan is able to achieve the greatness it had of old will the curse be broken. Interesting.
Remind me
Seems rather
who
non-specific.
Wagenda was. Why
King-
was the king meeting with her?
King Thengel was basically, he was walking in his lands and he came upon a crone who needed
That's interesting.
his mercy, essentially, a place to eat, something warm, someplace warm to sleep and something to eat, and he
Okay.
mocked her and said, go get it yourself. And she died in the cold
Okay.
that night, but before doing so, she carved that curse in the stone.
It's like the
We
beginning
saw
of the
the-
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw this back when we were traveling. It was between the Great River and Rohan transition when we were traveling
Yeah,
downriver, and everybody we made a campfire with Nona and Horn, excuse me, and everybody told a story.
Yeah, I just didn't remember
for your
the
help,
specifics of this story.
You can still see her up on the rocks there. If you get close, she's kind of curled up there.
Ooh, so she is. No one dared disturb the corpse.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that is an ancient corpse.
Where? Oh yeah, right there. I see it. I did not notice
Oddly
that
well
before.
preserved by time. Yeah.
Well, maybe they should give her a Rohirric funeral and burn her or something and keep her warm. Maybe that would break the curse.
That's what I can
It's a
do
thought.
for her. I can smoke a dwarf pipe with her.
See, it's not that hard, guys.
Oh
Build a
hey,
little
speaking
fire.
of Beauty and the Beast, did you know that supposedly the reason for that tale was to ease the fears of young aristocratic ladies who are entering into arranged marriages with men who are probably significantly older than them?
Huh. No, I'd never heard that.
Yeah, no.
Does
It's,
this kind of makes sense in a way. Yeah.
yeah, it's like either 16th or 17th France is when it first pops up.
Thank you for your help, friend.
So this is Book 9, Chapter 4, Stone of Wirginda. Thank you for your help, friends. I'm glad to have you and your companions as allies when danger strikes. Orcs and wargs are the type of danger I'm not afraid to face. Threats of a more otherworldly nature, those I cannot abide. Still, Eormund's son will face such dangers with as bold a heart as he can manage. The bolder still with allies such as you at his side.
I'm ready to continue our ride south to Snowball, if you are.
This is Book 9, Chapter 5. South to Snowbourne. Ready to continue our ride south to Snowbourne if you are. I ordered Reeve Fostred to empty his lands, sending his people across the Entwash where they can be better defended. But he is young, and I fear foolish. I ride to see if he has obeyed my command. We will speak again in Snowbourne. Okay, so everything takes us to the Sutcrofts.
What did they burn for fuel there?
To make it so sooty?
Exactly.
I got it.
Works.
Joke is coming in for a landing. We're taxiing in on runway 4.
Anyone who didn't see that one coming, guys, I mean, come on. I wouldn't exactly call them sooty, they're just a little dingy.
We've discovered Garsfeld. Now, did we all... hang on a minute. Rovanian... East Rohan... Eves of Fangorn exploration. See, we screwed that up. We're gonna have to go find Sweetmead and the Fogwater.
Okie dokie. Shall we go?
Not just now. I think we'll do some more, because everybody's been really patient that first hour while we got started. We'll do some more questing.
Okay.
But I think we have a couple deeds that we need to clean up for the group, actually. We need to go out and swim to the Falls of Roros down on East Wall. And we need to go touch a couple places in Fangorn. So we'll probably leave maybe... No, does anybody have to leave early or have other issues that would prevent us staying till...
Nope.
Nope.
Cool. So I'll leave maybe 15 or 20 minutes at the end, and we'll stop early and we'll clear those 2 explore deeds out of our log at the end.
Should we milestone here?
Yes, you can milestone here in Garsfeld.
I mean, yeah, I think I remember the epic. We have a couple quests in Sudcross, and then it sends us back here. So I wouldn't start the quest yet.
Okay,
Of course,
I'm
I
going
could be misremembering, though.
Let's see, meet with Amber and Snowbourne. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to assume for the moment that your memory is accurate. I think you've played through this content more recently than I have. Let's go meet Amber and Snowbourne. And that'll take us right up to our break time. And then we'll quest right through until, like I said, about 20 minutes of 1 Eastern, and we'll go knock out those couple deeds.
Did we take the stable master to Snowbourne, or?
No, you don't have Snowbourne yet in your stable.
Okay.
So we're gonna go get it right now. So ride south out of town.
Up.
I'm
Phone call. BR
coming
back.
back.
going the other way.
Coming back for you. Come back, Soph. That's north.
Oh, whoops. I'm gonna stand. I'm at the dead zone. I found the dead zone.
So turn around and come back into town from the way you left.
Okay. There's the town. Found it. And found you. You were lost, Buzz.
I was.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm not sure I like
Alright, to Snowbourne. Let's ride.
Angolan's back, right?
Yep, I know
Yeah.
I'm back. Unless that's his doppelganger. And the phone call
Could
was
be.
merely a ruse. Yeah. And then we're all
He's
in
his
trouble.
evil twin. See, the problem with the evil
Yeah.
twin thing is perspective.
Yeah.
There has been 2 Ungolans in chat before. Just saying.
Yeah?
Yeah.
True.
I feel I'm already plenty evil enough, though.
Well, that's just it. Maybe you're the evil twin and the good Angolan was trying to lure you away.
Oh, that's possible.
This is getting very
Like I
meta
said.
for me.
The problem with evil twins is perspective. You never know who the real evil twin is. I mean, they're like kicking puppies or something, and that's usually a pretty good indicator.
That'd be a
Hey,
really
we found
interesting
Snowborn.
plot for a book.
And
We're
that's
gonna
sitting
go
to
on,
Beast and
but-
Rohan.
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna go on foot because it's too annoying to do anything else.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay, here's Aomer. Well, he did the voiceover for himself, so I'm not going to.
A brisk ride. Now, to the business at hand.
Book
I want to
9,
know
Chapter
what is
6, No
really
Retreat.
going on in
I
Snowball.
look around, and I do not see the preparations for which I asked. I will speak with Reeve Fostred to learn why he delays, but let us try something else first. It is said you catch more horseflies with honey cakes than you do with lamp tallow. Ha! Introduce yourself to Grimston, one of Fostred's personal guards, and ask him why the people have not begun to move where it is safe. Grimston knows me, and the answer he would give to me might be different than the one he gives to you. I want to know what is really going on in Snowbourne, and you are a more sure path to that answer.
Yeah, because I find the path.
Let's go talk to him. Is that what Find the Path does?
There's lots of things. If I can find.
Yeah, I'm lagging out here.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, me too. Getting a kind of a lag storm.
I'm getting a weird already in use message.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
because of
that's
lag.
the lag.
Okay.
Who are you? What are you
Yeah, my
doing?
packet loss went up to
There
about
we go.
1 point something% for a while, but it's going down. Yeah. Who are you? I've not seen you before. What are you doing in Snowbourne? You ask him why Fastred has not moved his people across the Entwash, where they can be better protected. The Reeve has his own opinion on this, whatever the Third Marshal thinks. Oh, Aomer is a long way from here. It does not know what's really going on in the Sutcross. The women and children could be moved, certainly, but Aomer wanted everyone to depart, even the warriors. These are their lands. Better to stay and die on your own. Better to stay and die on your own land than to live at the say-so of another man's plot. Snowbourne will not retreat, though it be burned to the ground. Its people will defend it to the last.
You're an idiot.
Amor's right over here, dude.
It's the will of the Reeve. People of Snowbourne will not leave their homes.
That is what I
What
suspected.
is that?
That's Bronwyn laughing.
Bronwyn laughing.
Are you laughing at RimWorld, or are you laughing?
I'm laughing at...
Right. That is what I suspected. I will go to speak with Reeve Fostred, but he may need more evidence to be convinced of the dangers people face. Ride onto the plains of the Sutcross and defeat mortal corruptors and warg riders, seizing their implements of destruction, spears and firepots. Bring them back to me, and I will show this evidence to the Reeve. If that does not change his mind, we may need to try something else. So you're foreshadowing that it's not going to work?
Head.
He's
Yeah.
basically saying it's not going to work, but let's do it anyway. Come on, dude. You had one job.
Yeah.
We're going to the stable to just make ease of travel around East Rohan complete. This should complete the metro stops. Oh, Heightbold and Walstow we still need to be able to go to, but that's okay.
Where's the dude?
How when this first came out, I used to practice riding the war steed in Snowborn around all these twisty passages.
Yeah, me too. I did that for a long time, and I used to get caught on the lamps and be like, why would the lamps be set to the inside of the of the wall? That would never happen. They would be totally here, because if this was actually filled with like flaming pitch or oil that was burning, and your horse rode by it, no, don't set on fire.
No, that would only happen once, I tell you.
All the horses in Rohan have scorch marks at about that height because they always bump into these lanterns wherever they go at night. Okay, so let's take this stable master. I'm going to do things out of order from what I said.
What business are you with the
Let's go to
road?
Parth Galen from here. Swift travel to Parth Galen. And then we're going to take our break. And when we come back, we're going to go to the Falls of Rhoros and then come back to the Sutcrofts. Because I just didn't know there was a Parth Galen swift travel here, and that's way too convenient. So let's be back at, we'll take a shorter break. Let's be back at 10 after 11. Just a few minute break for
This
the eyes
is-
and brain.
Rohan's party tree. Party Glen.
Party Glen. Alright, we're partying in the Party Glen. See you guys in about 8 minutes.
Alright, be back in a few. Alright, I'm back.
I'm back. Back here.
Back.
Hellos. Alright. What are we doing here?
Wait a minute.
It's not my job to know that.
Yeah, you're the boss. You tell us.
Crud. Well,
That's why you're the boss man, yo.
alright.
Yeah, the boss man. I think we're going over the
You're-
Falls of Ralros.
Over the falls, that's right, all the way over. That'll be helpful, won't it? Get wrecked, Uruk Warrior. So this is one of the, I think, the most interesting illusions in the game. Sure seems to me, as I approach this falls, that there's a danger of getting caught in a current, but there is none. There is no current. It's just a good illusion with the water effects.
Oh, Lotro doesn't have a physics engine.
No.
And if we actually, like, go over here, like, all the way, and keep going, I think we'll end up in, the Beacon Hills, which would be way above our level. Like,
Can you
20
fall off
levels.
the halls of Rauros and find and actually go to the Beacon Hills?
Maybe.
It looks like, yeah, that might be possible, actually. That's, wow.
That's like a level 105 area. Oh, and in case you were wondering, I think the runes on the Stone of Ferginda were Futhorc runes, which means that that Ferginda only lived like maybe like 3 generations ago, because I think Fangel was Theoden's grandfather, and that means that Rohan is about between the 5th and early 11th centuries, because well, they were gradually supplanted by the Latin alphabet beginning in the 9th century, they were officially banned by Canute the Younger, I think, in about the early 10th century. Maybe around 1011, I think, yeah?
I will take your word for that. I am in ignorance when it comes to that kind of history. I never studied anything that in depth.
What? No one tried to go over the falls?
Like Anglo-Saxon. No, we're not going over the falls.
No.
You guys first. I'll see what happens.
No, but that should be another deed out of our logs. In this case, East Wall Explorer. Grid's Grave, Ancient Tomb. You get through here. I wonder what's back here. Yeah, I don't think I've been back behind this little rock formation on any character. It's a pretty waterfall. Oh, and the shoreline. And an invisible wall? No, not an invisible wall? No. My least favorite thing. I would rather die and respawn. Also back at the falls.
I'm
We
coming.
will wait here for you, sir. No problem.
Maybe he wanted to go over the falls.
Maybe it did.
Yeah, I got caught staring at it, and then by the time I realized you guys had turned around, I lost Find the Path, and that's going to take me forever.
Oh, rats. I'm sorry.
Does
That
Find the
happens
Path
to
help
me
in swimming?
No
sometimes.
hobbit.
It does.
No hobbit left behind. Let's go south. Back we go. Oh, that rock formation is a piece of
The
one
Argonath.
of the Argonauts? Yeah, wow. Hobbit's ho.
The Argonauts' toenail clippings. There's Bossel.
Let's fly.
It's not the Argonath, because the Argonath
You're
is still
so cute,
intact.
Buzz.
But I guess there were more, because there's another
Oh.
head further up the hill towards Amun Hen.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Back to Snowborn?
Yep, let's go back to Snowborn. So that was the East Wall
Yeah.
Explorer deed out of the way.
Man, did you see that non-Swift travel for Snowborn? That must take forever.
Wow. I'm stuck on the swift travel horse on a barrel.
Been
So
there.
the game has you over a barrel.
Look at this.
You cancel your travel.
Yeah, just dismount.
Yes, but
That's doofy.
now I've lost my silvers.
Should petition a GM to get those 52 silver back.
66.
Still. Alright, I have one of the perma discounts for one of the expansions.
It's the principle of the matter.
I agree.
I just don't understand how something that's supposed to just do its thing automatically can get stuck on a barrel. It makes no sense in my brain. But then a
Hey,
lot of
Sophie.
things don't make sense
Hey.
in my brain.
Wait, stop moving. Come on
Jackass.
What did you do?
I gave her 66 silver pieces.
Which I declined.
Okay.
You
So
see
we
this
need to
guy's
go.
title?
Battered, bruised, and confused.
That's
I like it.
confused.
Oh, and contused. And nice. Yeah. Okay, let's... So we need to go to the south part, the southernmost bit of the Sutcross. Oh, and there's warbands. Awesome. There's Bugud. Alright, Bugud. It's been a while.
Cramp.
Falling off the
Cramp.
wall.
Bad.
We don't even have our...
Cramp's closer.
Yeah, we'll get Cramp on the way.
I hate cramps. Okay, I'm trying to go to the southern part of the city to find you.
Nope.
No? I'm going south. I'm like pointed south and everything.
Someone kill this mob.
But we're north out of the city.
So
I thought he said south.
He did, but we changed.
Oh.
No, I meant we need to go to the south part of the Sutcross. Right now, okay. We're actually going out the east exit. Right by the... Yeah.
Okay.
I got her.
Are we not doing this warband that just killed me?
We are...
Poor Ungolin.
Do you see the Son of Leadership near you?
Yes.
No, you do not.
Yeah, Buzz is right here.
Well,
Somebody's
Buzz has a
fibbing.
Yeah, no kidding. Because he's right here. I'm putting him on follow.
Okay, there we go.
Here's a
Wait a
newsflash,
minute.
Angolan. You're not a tank.
Oh, sorry
Maybe-
you died.
Well, I
He-
thought... No, he just I got a bit too close and he aggroed me.
Yeah,
And he
that
killed me
can
very
happen.
quick because he's an elite master.
And you're not a tank.
I
He
didn't
is,
mean
yeah,
to
he's
get
nasty.
that close. I thought you were right behind me.
You shouldn't be in the front. That's my point. You're not
You know
a
what
tank.
happens when... You know what happens when you assume, dude.
Go, Cramp.
Or inevitably
Get your
poison
ass
rock.
handed to you.
Kill your friends.
Enough of this already.
You're not doing anything. You're just riding around.
Hello,
Oh, good.
Cramp.
He finally killed somebody.
He was just riding. He was just kind of seeing the sights, like, what's up, y'all? He is disarmed, yeah. So if you want, you can kill him on foot.
That's a lot of debuffs.
It's a lot of dead.
There went the Cramp Man. Okay. Next. I imagine Bugud will spawn again. We are riding southeast. Feel good. Let's go get him. I felt like such a superhero the first time Nerys soloed Bugud. War Master Bugud. Sold him at 85, I mean.
Immune to charm.
What about Ukil, this other named one that I'm messing with?
Yep.
I'll try, but like,
Look out, Angalan.
yeah, this is not trivial.
Oh, he dismounted.
I'm trying to taunt them all.
Ooh, I get to try this out, see how it works. Whoa. Oh, I like press onward.
You gonna survive, Angalan?
You damaging?
Yeah, the turning radius with keyboard keys is definitely less.
There he goes.
Well, that was a challenge.
Bye-bye, we're good.
Yeah. Ooh, I got a battered ring of Rohan.
There you go.
What's that do?
Oh, at the at one of the quartermasters, you can upgrade it into like a gold ring. Not a ring made of gold. One of the rings with the gold text.
Yeah.
You need those gems from the
Yes.
Erebor raids to do it right, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Bagud is toast. Bye-bye, Bagud, as Galt said. Yeah, he was, I knew that I
Needs
could
to
take
send
him at
his-
85. Huh?
He needs to send his tougher brother, but bad.
But bad? Yeah. Nice. I knew I could take him at 85 with Nerys, but I would have to have a good run of it, and you know, it was going to be a long fight solo. And I had him, and I had the rhythm down, and he reset, and he was at about 100,000 morale.
Man.
And I did it all. I was like, no way. And I did it again. The second time, I got him.
I remember that night.
Yeah, we were in Maryland.
Yep.
It was just before the old computer died.
I got caught inside the arc camp.
You got inside the orc camp? Well, let's go rescue you. I'm sure that with Blade Wall being so nerfed into the ground, you will be dead in seconds. I mean, the orcs will be dead in seconds. Okay, can you make your way out and fight out here with us?
I'm trying to find a door.
I see where you are. You're gonna have to probably double
Whoa!
back.
I'm on foot. I
We're
can
coming
barely
for ya.
maneuver out like that.
Coming back.
You got their blood all over you, man. At least use a cloth or something. So there's another way. Go
I
through the orc
soloed
camp.
some sticks.
So everybody go through the orc camp.
That works.
Why'd you go into the orc camp?
Why wouldn't you?
Because I have no control over my mouth.
I understand this problem.
Oh, you know what? There may not be a way through. Ha ha! Joke's on me. It's a one-sided. It's a big one-sided camp. One exit only. That's no good.
And the
I got a
entrance
Mordor
is through
spear.
a lake.
Good. Looks like a balsa wood barricade. What's that?
And the entrance is through a lake. Seems kind of weird.
Hey, you know.
Defensible.
It's a water feature.
What they call it?
Oh yeah, we're getting supplies and such. I forgot what we were doing down there.
What we're doing is the epic.
We're finding evidence that won't be believed.
Right,
If
he's already
Eomer
told
is
us
to
it's
be
not going to
believed.
work.
But we're doing it anyway. Because we are.
We discovered the desolate crofts. That's good.
Cheery place.
I feel such a sense of desolation here. We'll reform. Everybody roll back to the west. Alright, we're reformed.
We are?
Yeah.
There you are.
And Ungolin is short either spear or fire pot.
Yeah, I'm short. One spear.
I hope for your sake it's a short spear.
Did you get it from that set of mobs? You did not. Oh, keep killing him.
That's some bad RNG.
Yes, yes it is. That boar has the spear. No. Damn it.
Well, that's Beast Layer of
Oh.
these in Med Advanced at least.
Kratz. Who knew? Alright. Alright. Desolate Crofts guys have respawned.
I got the spear.
Alright. Cramp. Gundo. Alright, let's go complete this one. So now we're going to use the entrance. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to still use the east central entrance. Snowbarn. Snowbarn is a big place. Hey, there's an 85 mob. Kill it. It might have LIs. Well,
It was, in fact, I got another 85 LI.
Good.
thought I saw
Igor?
shiny on that guy.
I hit the wrong spot in the stream.
Me too.
Okay.
We all
We will
did,
hold on.
except for Boz.
Hey, look, a quest marker we can't get yet, but okay. On we go.
But there it is.
There it is. And there's Cramp again. Maybe he won't aggro us.
Maybe we want to aggro him.
We do?
You want to kill him again?
Probably. No.
Yeah, okay. I'm convinced. See how easy that was? So if you can go on foot. I'm gonna catch up with you, you little goblins, and I'm gonna stun you. Yeah! Oh no, immune. Let fly. See? All you have to do is ask nice. And we kill lots of stuff. Okay.
Buzz, can we kill everything everywhere?
Everything everywhere, we would never make it to the Black Gate, and I'm told we're needed there at a certain point by Gandalf.
Okay.
If we killed everything everywhere, we would. You see what I mean? See, those are the, but we can kill
Yeah.
lots of stuff. I mean, we have killed lots of stuff. I think we are definitely murder hobos at this point. If we
The
weren't so
problem is they
gosh
make
darn heroic.
babies really, really fast.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Very good. This will show Reeve Fastred what his people
Very good.
may
These weapons will
face.
show Reeve Fostred and what his people will face if he does not move them across the Entwash, where they can be better defended.
Good luck with that.
While I speak with the Reeve, I would have you spar with
Book
some of
9,
his
Chapter
people.
7, The Coming Tide. Fostred is young and hot-headed, and thinks death in battle is the most noble of ends. Certainly I cannot gainsay the value of death and glory, but not for his people. Most of the people who live in Snowbourne are not warriors. While I speak with the Reeve, I would have you spar with some of the people here. Villagers, militia, and veterans alike. Horn told me you helped train Elfmar's men, and if Fostred is truly willing to endanger the lives of his people in this way, I want them to have some basic training in battle. I hope none of them have need of it. But if they do, we will rest easy knowing that we did all we could for them. Let's go train. Train the Snowbourne
yeah.
villager. Can we all? I don't know if we can all do it together or not. Let's see. I'm gonna wait till everybody's here. Nobody click them yet. You just
I've clicked on the guy, but I'm hovering over the continue button. I have not
that's
clicked it.
exactly right. Click the guy and then hover over the continue button, and we'll all try and do it together. So, everybody ready to click continue? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1, click.
Nope.
Am I doing this
I
right?
didn't get it either.
Oh, give up!
Oh
give
wait,
up.
no, I got it. I got it.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to.
Who got it?
I got credit.
Oh, I guess
I got
it worked because I don't have the villager on here anymore. I have militia and veteran.
Did anybody
Okay.
not get credit?
Oh, good.
So this is how this fighting is going. They literally see 6 armed to the teeth people walk up to them in full battle armor, regalia, glowing, glittering magic
Sophie's wearing
jewelry,
a
and
pretty
first
dress.
stage weapons.
Thank you.
Yeah, and a hobbit in a pretty dress with a scary looking bow, and all 6 of
Well,
us are like,
Helen's wearing a pretty dress too.
"We're here to train you, brah. Come at us, brah."
No, that's his bathrobe. He just
Oh, okay.
rolled out of bed.
Here's
I
the
did not
snowbird
just
militia.
roll out of bed.
So right click him,
Perhaps I will
hover over,
surprise you.
continue. He says, "I've received some training in the martial arts, but I've not seen real battle. Perhaps I'll surprise all 6 of you together with my natural ability. Well, we shall see.
We'll
I'm
see,
not
bro.
afraid." Okay.
Oh shit! Sorry, I did that. That was me.
It's okay.
I think
still
we
got-
all might
we
have
got
gotten
it
credit.
anyway.
Just get credit.
We all got it.
Achieve
Okay. So, veterans. I'm underwhelmed so far, but
And the veteran is down the way, so we'll take the kind of winding path through town. Very civilized place, Snowborn.
Yes, quite.
Yeah, but their hobbit holes are odd.
Odd.
They're odd shaped.
As in non-existent.
And the veteran.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's signature.
Let us see what you
Ooh. Uh-oh. Unlike my neighbors, I've seen battle in the fields of Rohan. I'm ready to fight to defend my home. Let us see what all of you can do against me. I'll show you how to fight. See, I stunned the dwarf.
Oh, we
wait.
had a maneuver on him.
Yeah.
I yield. Where did you learn to fight like this?
Frogmorton.
You damn right.
There's
What happened?
That was awesome.
straight out of Frogmorton. Where'd you go?
I'm walking the north path.
Wherever the
There's a
F he
ring
wants to
over
walk.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Two of the
pretty
villagers
much.
would speak to me, and none wished to
We
spar.
are. Yep, we're. Hang on, we'll go back for Sophie.
I'm lost.
Don't be lost.
Why did
See, I was
Boz
lost.
say it and
Back
not
there.
Sophie?
Because he thought of it, not Sophie.
Few of the villagers would speak to me, and none
Coridon
wished to spar.
is disappointed. Few of the villagers would speak to me, and none wish to spar with me. I consider myself a hopeful elf, but... Coridon's raised eyebrows speaks volumes, but he finishes the thought anyway. Right now, this hopeful elf is hoping they flee before the orcs arrive. Either way, Snowborn will be empty. Better to be burned empty, and filled with the bodies of the unfortunate.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I saw Aomer emerging from his talk with
But that
Green
isn't
Faster.
exactly going to
Yeah,
help
not
with
look
the
heavy.
curse.
No, it's not. And Horn. I trained with some of the people of Snowborn as well. I hope for their sake that Fastred listens to reason and moves them across the Entwash. The skill with weaponry takes little time to discern and less time to overcome.
Word.
Fostred is a fool.
Oh, Fostred is a fool. I had planned to return to Edoras after this visit to Snowborn, but now the need to do so is even more urgent. We have to leave,
We
now.
have to return to Edoras at once.
Book 9, Chapter 8, Night Falls on Meduseld. We have to return to Edoras at once. I need to report to the king that Fostred is refusing to move his people across the Edwash. We simply do not have the riders we would need to effectively defend them here. In West Rohan, we will have a better chance of protecting the people. Come with me to Edoras. We will sort this out with my Uncle Theoden.
We will consult with my Uncle Theoden.
Are we doing that
We'll
now,
resolve
or?
this issue with Fostred.
Ah, yes we are.
It's Solo.
We must ride for Edoras at once. We will consult with my Uncle Theoden. We will resolve this issue with Fostred.
My Uncle Theoden will listen to me and put right the situation with Reeve Fostred. He is still king in Rohan.
And this is our first look at Meduseld and the Golden Hall.
And Edoras.
Yep.
At large.
And yeah, we are already kind of up at the top of the hill of Edoras.
Wow.
And we'll get to explore this place in much more detail when we do the Helm's Deep expansion. Early next year, maybe my guess late this year, early next year, depending on how Wildermore goes. Alright, so we have Cordon and Horn and Eomer. Look there. Behold the Golden Hall of Meduseld, seat of my Uncle Theoden, the King of Rohan. We will speak with him and obtain the degree the Reeves will be unable to ignore. They must move their people across the Edwash Vale, where we can better protect them. A degree by Theoden King will be more difficult for them to ignore, I deem. Eomer looks momentarily discomfited. I rode north with my Eored to hunt the orcs against my uncle's wishes. He may still be displeased, but we must hope that he will forgive the disobedience for its happy result, the death of the orcs. This way, my friends. We will speak with my uncle. Lord Eomer, look! These are good men, trusted with the protection of Theoden King and his family. I hope you're ready to climb, my friends. Lord Eomer, did you find the orcs you sought? Aye, and destroyed them all. Careful now. Something is not right, my friend. I see the influence of Grima Wormtongue everywhere. We will set things right. Hama, I have come with these 3 companions to see my uncle. I am Hama, the Door Ward of Theoden. You have come to the Golden Hall of Meduseld in the presence of Eomer, nephew of the king, and you are as welcome here as he himself be, if he speaks well of you.
That
Eomer.
bodes ill.
These are unusual companions you bring to Edoras. These are unusual times, Hama. Some would say that require more friends rather than fewer. That is not what Grima would say. I say that is further proof of its wisdom, then. Grima's words are nothing to me. Will you let us in to see my uncle? You know who I am, Hama. Yes, Eomer. You and your friends may pass. I ask only that they leave their weapons outside. Speak to Corydon. I do not understand why I must leave my bow with this man. Do they not trust my word as an elf? If I say I will do no harm to their king, no harm will come to him from my hand. It is not that I am offended. It is just that we went to some trouble to recover this bow, the last time it left my possession. I do not believe you could win a similar wager to get it back again. I will leave it here with this man Hama. The Rohirrim seem so afraid of elves, I believe I could make a frightful face at one of them, and cow him into returning my bow if it came to that. And
Both
Horn?
make
Horn.
frightful faces at them, Corridon.
I will leave Nona's sword with Hama, for I trust the Dorward of Theoden, and know him to be an honourable man. He will see to it the blade is returned to me, after our audience. I do not like to be without it for even a moment, but I will do as Theoden King requires.
Just don't tell Nona that you did that.
Yeah, no
bad
kidding.
idea. We won't speak of that. And Eomer says, I'm sorry you must be inconvenienced in this way, friend. Do not blame Hama for it. He is simply doing his duty. The safety of the king must come before all, and keeping the weapons of strangers outside the hall can help ensure it. It was never like this in days of old, however. I sense the influence of Grima in this. Speak to Hama next. If you will leave your weapons outside the hall, I will bring you inside to see Theoden King.
Still have my weapon.
I was
I
about to
still have
say that.
mine,
I seem to still have it, but okay. Come with me. I will bring you
I
before
am
Theoden
alone.
King. This way. Cord and Eomer and Horn are not walking this way, quote unquote, at all. They're on the other side of the meat hall. He will
This is
call
quite
for
a
you
haul.
They also
Before
still
him.
have their weapons.
when he's ready for you. Until then, you must wait. My king, I've always served you faithfully and well. Faithfully. It is my master, Gleowin. He taught me the craft when I was young. What has he done? I have been your minstrel for many years. It has been my honor and privilege. Enough of this, bard. You're guilty of spreading lies and deceit throughout Edoras. Theoden King, please listen to me. Gleowin. I would never speak against you, my king. I did not mean. Guards, seize this man. Cast him from Edoras, never to return. My king, please. No. Oh, I've seen enough. It is as I feared when my uncle forbade me to pursue the orcs. His will is not his own. It is Grima's doing. Uncle!
Old Theoden looks...
Oh boy.
Eomer! Well, here's Eowyn. We see her for the first time. I have returned from the hunt. The orcs are destroyed. Eomer, sister's son. You dare return here after flouting the king's command not to pursue the orcs? The king's command? To my memory, it was your command, Grima Wormtongue. Your commands have the weight of a breeze in the grass to me. I speak with the king's voice! Grima, the orcs, the orcs. Uncle, you must not worry yourself so. And see how you trouble the king. Your presence is painful to him. Eomer, stop. Grima. Guards! Guards! Pa. I will speak with Hama about this. Nephew of the king or not, you should have left your blade outside. I know what it is you seek, Grima. For Rohan and for yourself. Well, you shall have none of it. Take him to the dungeons. He is a danger to the king. Eomer, be wise. Listen to me, all of you. Can you not see that Rohan has been left undefended? This man has done it. Bring Eomer to the dungeon, and cast Gleowin from Edoras. It will not last, Grima. One day you will be cast out in disgrace, Wormtongue. You there, adventurer. Come here. I hope I am there to see it. Grima studies you with piercing eyes. You feel distinctly uncomfortable. How much knowledge of your imprisonment in Isengard did Saruman share with his nefarious agent? You learn in the caverns below Isengard that Grima is a pawn of Saruman, but does Grima know that you know it? Eomer is accompanied by the lowest sort of companions, Theoden King. And who else do I see with you? Has Starngard fallen? Have the Easterlings raised it? How else to explain why Horn has come king? Easterlings. Grave threat. Theoden King, the men of Starngard will still stand strong. But your land is beset by dangers. You must open your eyes and see. Silence! You speak the same treasons as Gléoin, your master. I speak the truth. Theoden King, you must release Éomer. Rohan needs him. Éomer. My king, you know not to set any hope upon Éomer. Have you forgotten the curse of Wergendar? It claimed the life of your son, and it will claim Éomer's life as well. Theodred. It is the order of the king that this rabble be cast into the dungeons alongside Éomer. Grima, have mercy. The crime is that of Gléoin, not that of my brother. Yes, Lady Éowyn, you speak with wisdom that befits your beauty. The three of you are banished from Edoras. You are forbidden to again cross the Entwade, and must remain east of the river. If you disobey this command, you will suffer the penalty of death. Be
Only
thankful
if you catch me.
for the mercy of King Theoden, King of Rohan. Grima stares at you with those piercing eyes. You were fortunate, fool, he says, the shadow of a half-smile creasing his lips. That will not happen again.
In the Golden Hall of Meduseld, we beheld what I have long feared. Theoden King has fallen under the sway of his chief counselor, Grima Wormtongue, who speaks with Saruman's voice. Rohan is imperiled.
Just a little bit of peril.
Rohan is imperiled.
And we have just a little bit of peril?
No, it's too perilous.
Yeah.
This is terrible. It is as I feared.
This is terrible. It is as I feared when I sang the song that resulted in my banishment to Starngard. The king is truly under the power of a malevolent force. Grima Wormtongue, not Theoden, rules in Rohan, and now Éomer is captive in Edoras.
I do not know what we can do.
I do not know what we can do. This is chapter 9, The Dividing Line. Éomer is imprisoned. We cannot cross the Entwalsh. The people of the Sootcroft are in grave danger from the fervour of their reeve, and I thought Nona would have returned by now. Horn looks downcast. I am fortunate the king did not comment on my return from Starngard, or I would be in the dungeon alongside Éomer or worse. We failed in everything. I swore to stand by you once I was cast from Starngard, but everything I've tried to do has ended in failure or disappointment. I am sorry.
This man is not to blame for the order of the king, but he will enforce it.
Book 9, Chapter 9. Do not take Book 11, Chapter 1. This is only Book 9, Chapter 9.
By order of Theoden King, you
That
three are
would
to
be
stay
skipping
on
a lot
this
if
side
we
of the
did.
Entwash.
Yes, it would. By the order of Theoden King, you three are to stay on this side of the Entwash. Well, you 9, really. If this command of the king changes, I will be informed by Raven. I do not doubt. But until then, you stay here, and I will stay here.
Why is Horn so
Okey-dokey.
upset? Have we not done what we set out to do?
Fact. Why is Horn so upset? Have we not done what we set out to do? We tracked our mutual friends across the east of Net, and only gave up the chase when we were assured of their safety. We did much good in Rohan. That is more than can be said for some of the Aldors and Thanes and Reeves we've encountered. We will see what the future brings us, will we not? Corydon smiles at you. Think of Rudreef. My friend, Boldbach the Ent. Finding one of the tree herders still alive in Fangorn was not even a glimmer of a hope in my mind when you, Horn, Nona, and I began our journey down the Anduin. But that was such a happy discovery. All the more because it was unexpected. Perhaps Nona will come back to us when she's divined her innermost mind. Theoden may come to his senses and release Eomer. We may find our paths crossing once again with that of Gandalf, or with that of Aragorn, son of Arathorn. Tomorrow will be less bleak. We will face it together, will we not? Give Horn these words, and tell him that if Corydon the Elf can see hope for the future, surely Horn the Man of Rohan can find some small measure of light on which to rest his thoughts.
What would Corydon be saying today if we had not run into that Ent?
He's right there. You could literally just say it.
Yeah, right. Like, did he hear every word we just said,
He probably
right?
heard everything you just said.
This is so awkward. I just heard everything you said. You relay Corydon's words to Horn, and his gloomy expression gradually softens. What would Corydon be saying today if we'd not run into that Ent? He laughs. Well, you're both right. Tomorrow will be brighter. There's no sense in milling on the past or worrying for the future. We'll take one day after another as the sun rises and then sets and await the dawn with hope. We must do what we can for the people of East Rohan. We must help them prepare their defenses. We must help them fight what battles we can, and we must help them rebuild if the battles go ill. Who stands between the people of Rohan and their enemies? Horn grips the hilt of his sword with resolve and sets his shoulders. We do. We must not fail them. We will not fail them. Our work here is just beginning. If on the morrow we need to cross the Entway for the good of Rohan and at the risk of our own lives, we will. But today we will do what we can for the people on this side of the line. May fortune smile on Corydon and on you and me, and on Nona, wherever she may be. Good fortune and victory. And I highly recommend taking the light bridle of the Second Age, level 80. Book 10, Chapter 1. Ooh, level 85 content. Alright, Exiles. We will put our exile from Edrus to good use, if we strive to improve the lot of the needful folk on this side of the Entwash. Then at least some good will come from Theoden's King Command that we not return to the Golden Hall. Horn sighs heavily. I confess I cannot find a positive light in which to cast Eomer's imprisonment by his uncle, or the sending away of my master Glaewin. We must hope where we may, I suppose. We should ride against the mounted minions of Saruman in the Sutcross. Let us bring peace to the people of East Rohan, for that be where the king commands us to stay. Okay. We're gonna make our way back to Garsfeld. Half-orcs. The jangling sound alerts you to a broken harp, which you pick up. Did anybody else get that?
Yes.
Yep,
I
I
did.
collected the battered harp.
That's the epic.
Okay, good. So we've got the epic. Let's to Garsfeld for the moment.
Well, you don't want to continue the epic while we're right here?
Well, we should. Yeah, that's true. Because you said your recollection is the epic will eventually send us to Garsfeld to do Garsfeld quests, and then kind of the rest of the Sutcross opens to us. Yeah.
I might be
That I know
mistaken
of.
though.
That is okay. I've never been wrong about the Order to do stuff in this game. Why would you be? That's not a thing that happens. I'm killing half-orcs with prejudice because that's one of the few Slayer deeds we haven't really got a super handle on. But here we
Yeah, what happens if you accidentally shoot over the bridge because you can't control your horse?
You go,
Nothing.
as long as you own Helm's Deep, you go into Westamnet, and
Okay. I just didn't know.
you'll see some level 86 and 87 mobs, probably.
What did you find? A
Um,
harp, you say?
probably some crows and shit like that, if I remember Westamnet correctly.
Oh.
Book 10, Chapter 1, Exiles. What did you find? A harp, you say? That seems an odd choice of weapon for use by Saruman's minions. Horn's jovial expression disappears when you hand him the battered remains of the harp. I know this instrument. How often did I listen to its beautiful music, played first to instruct and only later to entertain. This is the harp of my mentor Glaowen. Did he run afoul of Saruman's minions? Okay, so this is a slightly more important choice if you care about your bridle. These are not ordinary relics, so you might want to look at the. You might want to mouse over these relics and see which one you might want to take.
Did he meet his end?
I think I'm going with savvy.
That's what I did too.
Yeah.
Okay. Book 10, Chapter 2. Glaowen. Did somebody just swoop?
There was a
Not
other
to my
guy.
knowledge.
There was another person.
Oh, there's another PC. Yeah. The burglar. See how the wooden frame has been splintered. My master's harp was trampled by heavy feet, and the strings cut. It could be repaired, given enough time and the right materials. Might the same be true of my master? Glaowen is not a young man, and he never was much of a warrior. With his dismissal fresh in his mind, did he stumble upon that thrall of Saruman's, and meet his end? Horn sadly studies the broken harp. I cannot think this way. He could have escaped that fate, and made his way to a settlement. Snowbourne is not far from here to the southeast. We should go there and ask for any sign of my master. Back to Snowbourne. Whoops.
Yeah. I'm beginning to think I was mistaken, because this is 85 quest, and the Garsfeld was 83.
This is also Wildermore.
Yeah, it's all the stuff to do with Glaowen takes us to Wildermore, so... why don't we go back and work on Garsfeld?
Kind sir, could
I
you
have-
please put the Son of Leadership back on yourself?
I can, and the assistant
My
does.
milestone is off cooldown. I don't know about anybody else.
Oh, we're close to Garsfeld. Just follow me.
Okay.
And we need to kill half-orcs, so actually let's get mindless for a minute and spend a little time in this part of the croft killing half-orcs. If we do this a few times while we're in the set cross, we'll get our Slayer deed done the next week or two.
You know what's crazy? When you're, orcs riding wargs can reach mounted speeds, like, to match with your horses. But when you play a warg and, PvMP, you cannot go the same. You cannot go that fast.
Well, no, you're not a trained riding warg, are you? Being spurred on by the corrupted cold iron of Mordor, right? So they're riding with kind of an unholy speed. Okay, so let's move on, guys. Gather on Boz, and we'll go up to Garsfeld. Do some questing.
That would be a cool idea. Like, they don't have goblins in PvMP, but if you could somehow carry, if you were a warg, you could carry a goblin or an orc on your back and go faster.
Yeah, have a different skill bar if you like.
Yeah, do double damage.
If you equipped like a saddle, right? Yeah, you could take a black arrow on your back, or you know, maybe a war leader or a reaver for kind of melee, and run around as a 2-in-1, kind of like you have Elite Dangerous, right? Don't they have a multi-position aspect to the multiplayer in that, where like one person can turret, another person can pilot, and so forth?
I guess
Yeah.
I haven't done that, but yeah.
I don't know.
WoW has some of that.
Yeah. Oh, WoW has multi-position vehicles now? That's cool.
Well, they did back in the, oh geez, which expansion that was? I forget.
That was Wrath and Ulduar.
Yes.
Neat.
That was like 8 years ago.
Time flies, right? So this is
Yeah.
Thane Gisil. We have met him for the first time. He says, "Dark times come to Garsfeld. Will you aid us, travelers?" Silent Harvest. Welcome to Garsfeld, strangers. I am Gisil, Thane of Garsfeld. I must say I find myself impressed that you managed to make your way into our town alive. Many forces have besieged Garsfeld, and my men and I have struggled to keep them outside the walls. For such boldness, I will hear what you have to say. You relay your tale of Leofmar and your journey to the Sutcrofts. Leofmar? I have not seen him for some time now. No matter. He sent you here for good reason, and if you are to aid us, we must act quickly. We'll read the blue feathers. Tell me of yourself, Gisil. I am Gisil, Thane of Garsfeld. I've fought against the foes of Rohan all my life. Orc, Dunling, Hararim. None have escaped my spear. My elder brother Dagrid had long been reeve of these lands until he was felled by the arrow of an orc, and now his son Fastred rules Snowborn in his stead. I have grown weary with the king's decline, and I pray he will return to his old ways soon, lest the mark be worse for it. Tell me of your kin. My sons, Deorwine
very well.
and Giesling, have made me proud. Giesling, my eldest, remains at my side in Garsfeld, and aids my people with all his might. As for Deorwin, he is betrothed to Thane Winsig of Wolstow, and serves Theoden King at Edoras, where along with his duties he waits for that wretch Grima to slip in his deception. Glorious will the day be when that worm's head rests on a pike. Thank you. What forces threaten Garsfeld?
Thank you for
Indeed, my people face trying times. Outside Garsfeld, goblins and half-orcs of the White Hand have left our crops and fields in ashes. Now even Crabine peck at these wounds. I have not the men to spare to handle so many threats at once. I understand.
I need your help.
Trouble on the crofts. It is no secret that Garsfeld has fallen on the very worst of times. For my own part, I have struggled to keep the crofters from the enemies at our doorstep, and more importantly from the panic they are surely feeling. My son Giesling has taken a more active role in moving against our foes, but we fight a losing battle. If you would speak to him, he may have use of you on the fields, and I'm curious to know of any new thoughts he has for the days ahead. Here
Because,
he
you know,
is.
can't hear him.
Giesling, son of Gisil, right? Because he's so far away.
Right.
Greetings.
Our mission is dire.
Easily lost, was it? I am Giesling, son of Gisil. I'm sorry for my rather unenthusiastic introduction, but dark days loom over Garsfeld. The half-orcs stock our fields, Crabine pick at the crops that still stand, and the orcs have been pushed forth in the south. I'm certain we can beat them back, but I do not know how long we can hold against the tide. For now, though, we should fight. Return to my father. I may be skilled in battle, but only because I learned from his valor through the years. He will surely have some thought on what our next move should be. So they're both asking each other for what their opinions are through us. Okay.
My
did
brain
very well.
hurts.
He's right
No wonder
there.
the orcs are winning.
Did anybody see the LeBron meme from Game 1 where he's got his arms outstretched to J.R. Smith? I feel like that right now. Ah, yes. Giesling is right. I have thoughts of my own on how to resolve this matter, but we've talked enough for now. Let us first aid the people of Garsfeld, and push back against those that would surround us.
I need you to do this.
An unexpected crop. My son's heart is in the right place. The half-orcs have sacked most of our fields, and lurk just outside town. We've held them on the fields, but soon we'll find ourselves surrounded. If you could take the fight to them, we might be able to start pushing back towards their camp to the northeast. Travel to the crofts just outside town. You'll find the half-orcs there. You already have some of their blood on your weapons. If you don't, they'll certainly find you. Go with care.
I need your help.
Feeding Garsfeld. As I said, the safety of my people is the utmost importance to me. The half-orcs are causing far more than the damage they do outside the town. Far more harm than the damage they do outside the town. With our crops ravaged, it won't be long before the supplies of food begin to run dry. There are many among us that require aid. I would ask you seek out Agelric and Bernwyn, two crofters that have toiled for the good of Garsfeld for many years now. Also, I'm certain that my son will have another task for you should you seek him out. Speak to them, and I know you may yet bring hope back to Garsfeld.
Maybe
Rapid
he can't
ration
see him
is
behind that pillar.
Yeah, that's it. The pillar. It's the pillar for sure.
Take a step to the left.
I'm feeling you there.
Take a step to the right. Step to the left. And take a step.
That was like you and me at the tower earlier, Bossel.
Yeah. Looks like
but I
you
was
to my
right
left.
there. Ah, my father has sent you. Very well, let me tell you about our next course of action. About 3 days ago, Snowbone sent a caravan of supplies north to aid us here in our situation, but they never made it here. I believe the caravan was ambushed by goblins and half-orcs, and now food that would have saved us is in the hands of our enemies. The goblin riders would have been the ones to strike at any passers-by. They patrol the fields to the east and southwest of Garsfeld. Run them down and see if you can get any of our rations back.
Crams.
Seriously, this is a quest about crams. You're so right.
It's always all about crams.
Sophie, can't you just bake them some of those nice bacon cheese crams that you made me?
Well, yeah, but they won't accept them.
Well, surely I could make them some limbus. How could they
Welcome,
not
my friend.
accept limbus?
I even have the cake eater title from all the lembas I ate at the level 40,
Likewise?
50 tier. Yeah. Believe one of the crofters we need to speak to is inside. Yep. Hello, Bernwyn is my name. If you could spare some time, I would greatly appreciate your help. I have seedlings that are ready to plant, but alas, our crofts are damaged nearly beyond repair. The grimness of our situation is not lost on me, travelers. Yet I know we can survive, and if we plant more crops for the next harvest, I know we'd be better off. If you would, go out to the crofts. You have strength enough to fend off those wicked half-orcs,
Rohirrim will need
so I
your
trust that you can
aid.
plant these for me. Please be safe, though. This is not our first seed planting quest. Our reputation precedes us.
Peas!
Right,
I get it.
restoring the
This is better than
peas.
goat
Yes.
poop.
What's that? Go. I didn't hear you.
I said I get it. Precedes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I see what you did there.
The
I think
Rohirrim
that's
will
going to
need
recruit a
your
few
aid.
more people to us.
Or drive some away. Who knows?
Agric. Mm-hmm.
Roll of the
It would
dice.
attract
Could go
me.
either way.
It would attract me. Because I like puns.
Oh dear God, what have I done?
A convincing scarecrow. Ho, travelers. I'm Agoric, and until recently, I was a respectable crofter. Have you heard that flapping? That infernal cawing on our fields? I thought the half-orcs were bad, but they do not peck at our wounds. Those dark birds have come to strip away all that's left of our crops. Even the scarecrows have been torn asunder. I have an idea, though. Those birds aren't too bright. If you go out into the crofts and fool them, hold still as a scarecrow. And when they come to peck at you, you can solve our problem in your own way, with steel. Yes, let me know if this works.
Or fire.
Or fire. Either way. Kill it with fire, kill it with steel.
Or
I cannot.
lightning.
Or a riddle.
Or
That's
lightning. Yeah,
I
yes.
just gotta say, you know, hobbits have a reputation for being silly, but this just takes the cake.
I thought you liked cake, though.
I love cake, but they took the cake. That's the problem.
Oh, I see.
Damn it, now I want cake.
When
I'm reforging real quick.
when don't you want cake?
Okay.
Ooh, there's a forge it?
Aid is welcome,
I'm
friend.
looking for a Gisling, and I'll take you over to the forge it.
That'd be awesome.
It is in there, in this room.
Welcome, my friend.
I hate it when they have the forgets in places. Can't they just keep them outside, like
Greetings,
respect,
friend of the Rohirrim.
or you know, Dunlendings?
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. The smoke from the forge would build up in this building, and then people would suffocate.
Yeah, we're just not gonna go for verisimilitude. Also, on a very selfish level, it makes it really hard to see them when they're in a building. They're way easier to find when they're not in a building. Alright, no more yellow, yay!
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Geesling, where's Baz and Geesling? I found the stable master.
Is this a good time to do the second age mount?
Greetings,
Yep.
friend of the Rohirrim.
No time
Oh
like
yeah.
wasn't-
Yeah, we're gonna be at the 85 cap for a long time, so yeah, you can for sure you can.
You can't climb on the roof.
No, I just wondering if I want to take that time now.
Oh, probably more at the end of session.
Okay.
Your aid is welcome,
Is
friend.
Geesling back in the hall? Is that where you were going for, Boz?
Yeah, yes.
Welcome,
People
my
needed to
friend.
stop for a forge, and that's fine. But yeah, I was headed for Giesling.
Your
Okay, I'm
aid
going
is
back to the
welcome,
hall.
friend. Welcome, my friend.
Found him.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Oh, no, we're ready to go. I don't know what I'm doing.
Just following
So
you.
leave the hall?
Yeah. People who are not done allying, we're waiting for you when you're done. We'll be going out into the crofts.
Nah, I screwed that up.
Okay, I don't know where you are, Boz.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
In the ally building.
Oh, okay. I'm outside the LI building. There you are.
Yeah.
Welcome, my friend.
Hunters want sub 85 equipment.
I'll take it, I guess. If
Greetings, friend of
Go
the
ahead.
Rohirrim.
Soph doesn't need it.
Nope.
I don't know where we were
Welcome,
killing, but I got a
welcome,
level
my
77.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Thank you.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
That's probably when we went over to get the explore point.
Welcome and well met, my friend. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, something I've noticed is you haven't tried to kill my wolf
Greetings,
recently,
friend
Gold.
of the Rohirrim.
What do you think I'm using AoE for?
Mounted champions don't have any AoE except for the horn, I think.
Sorry, I'm really slow right now for some reason.
No worries.
It's all good.
Are you tired?
No, I just normally I have a rhythm of doing this, and it's not. I already screwed one up, and I had to redo it.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Okay. Where are we?
We're outside the door.
Gotcha.
And we're here. Okay. Do this last round of killing, and then I think we're going to go hit a couple of those Fangorn quest points, or explore points, rather. Clear the old deed log. Alright, more half-orcs. We need these guys. Stand, I guess. Pretend to be a scarecrow. I'm not sure how I do that. Maybe not here.
I'm having a hard time.
Hard time?
There you are.
Okay, those two should be done, yeah?
Yeah.
So,
I have talked to Gisley and talked to Gisling.
other side of the crofts.
I still have to pretend to be a scarecrow, and I still have to plant things.
Me too.
Okay.
East.
I'm behind you.
I didn't defeat any confused Craven.
It's 'cause
Not yet.
Is that
nobody did.
problematic?
Not yet.
Okay. Just making sure.
So here we have dismantled scarecrows.
Are these selfish?
Let's find out.
Check me out, I'm a scarecrow.
They are not.
But even though we killed all those Carbine, we still have to pretend 5 more times.
That's right. Let's also
Ooh, oak
do the
branches.
fresh plots. Yeah, you can click these. The third scarecrow.
Looking for it. Too bad there's no Krebon Slayer here.
Yeah, and they don't
I
count for
missed the
beasts.
second scarecrow.
Oh, there's probably
Is it
more
back
than
this way?
there's probably more than what we need.
Oh, yeah, there's probably
Okay.
more.
Let's see where people are at. Don't chase mounted guys around on foot. That's not... Here's another scarecrow.
Some heavy oak over there. So
And be sure to be clicking these fresh plots. That's 5 for me anyway.
I like how you stand with your arms out.
Fresh plot over here. over here.
Now I'm all talk tos
Yep.
and defeat spiders.
Zara needs scarecrows. And that's all that is needed, I think, for the group to finish this round.
And I see it
Zara
right here.
needs a scarecrow.
Yay!
Alright. Everybody's done. Back we go.
Damn it! Over here, you stupid nag.
You have a conflicted relationship with your mounted
Yes.
companion.
Yes. It's not Truffle Snoot.
You missed Truffle Snoot.
Yes.
Truffle Snoot
I like
will be
my
back.
goat.
In Truffle Snoot goes bananas.
Truffle Snoot isn't fond of bananas. They make him gassy.
In my experience, goats eat pretty much anything.
Okay, I'm not fond of Truffle Snoot eating bananas. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Will you aid
Back
the
to
Horse
adventures.
Lords?
This is hope for brighter days. I know not if many of those who plant it will make it through the week, but it fills me with hope that one day Gosfield will be as beautiful as it once was. You have my thanks.
Guy's walking on the fence.
Ho-ho!
Aid the Horse Lords.
It worked! Those wretched birds got what they had coming, I say. Thank you for your aid. Maybe now some of my crops will actually make it to next harvest. And, okay, so we're going to turn this one in, and then we're going to go back and do those explore points.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Run them down. I'm amazed so many of the rations are untouched. Those greedy goblins never have any patience. Good. Let my father know this is done. I am certain he has more use for you. unexpected crop. I'm
Thank
glad
you
you've
for your
returned. The Half-Orcs will taste revenge for the destruction they've wrought. You have the thanks of Garsfeld, but as always, there's more to be done. Feeding
You
Garsfeld.
did very well.
Done very well, easily lost. I heard joy echoing through Garsfeld in a way I've not for weeks now. Those half-orcs have given us enough trouble. Now that the people are secure, let us fall upon our foes. Standard
I
assault.
need you to do this.
The time has come to bring the fight to these half-orcs. We cannot allow them and the orcs. We cannot allow them and the orcs to unite against us in any coordinated fashion. We struggled hard to hold the half-orcs alone, and surely they would fall if they banded together. Travel to their camp and destroy their banners. Show them that such evil would never control even the smallest part of Rohan. And Gisling
And
has
Gisling
running them
also
off
has
and
a
killing
quest.
Cross. To draw attack on the fields, the Goblin Riders have pulled back some of their forces to the half-orc encampment to the northeast of here. Cannot allow them to regroup and set siege upon our crofts again. Track them and run them down. Go with haste and kill many.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
And the killing crofts. You've done much good for Garsfeld, but my curiosity grows as to how much of our once fertile lands remain untouched. Outside the town, the half-orcs and Krebine destroy everything we hold dear. If you would, investigate the fields around Garsfeld. See if there are any signs of life, be it crops or stragglers who did not heed my father's call to seek shelter within the town. Okay, so let's go toward the stable master. And let's go back to Aorth Swift.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
And from here, let's go to Thornhope Swift.
What brings you to these lands? What brings you to these lands?
Hey, Boz, didn't you say you like soccer?
I do.
Are you excited for
I'm
next
not.
week?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for the start of the World Cup for sure. Kate and I decided we're gonna cook our way through the World Cup this year, so we're gonna
gonna be
try
fun.
the matches of interest to me. We're gonna try and cook a dish. Not every probably not gonna be obsessive about it or anything, but most of the time we're gonna try and cook a dish from one of the nations that's playing that day.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found this neat Saudi Arabian chicken and rice that we're gonna try. Looks really good.
Oh,
Yeah. So.
that's appropriate since the first match is Russia
Yeah.
versus Saudi Arabia.
Yep. I think we were gonna serve knishes with it for Russia.
Yep. Yeah, we're cheating on Russia this time. Maybe we'll make a more authentically Russian dish this next time, but we're gonna do knishes for Russia this time. Yeah.
Oh man, I had
Knishes
the so.
Technically Jewish.
I love me some Well, yeah, but there's tons of Jews.
Yiddish.
You went
A
link lost.
lot of
I
Russian
know it.
Jews, man.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
Russian Jews. Stalin tried to make it not that way, but that doesn't mean they weren't and aren't there. So, yeah, Jewish food come from Russia.
Who you gonna root for?
A good game?
Do you mean to win the final?
Yeah.
to move through the tournament, move the final, to win the final. I have to say that because of the way that Germany beat Brazil last time, I'd be really interested to see a Germany-Brazil final. I think they're on they when they get through their groups, which they're very likely to do, I think they will end up on opposite sides of the bracket unless things become very strange. So I think that's intriguing. I like both those teams' styles. I was shocked at the 7-1 4 years ago, the 2014 result.
That was horrible. I mean, it was
Yeah,
painful to watch.
I was shocked for Brazil, yeah. I didn't think they were going to beat Germany, but I did not expect them to lose 7-1. And I think the French side this time has a lot of intrigue.
Really?
Their quality is really high, and then maybe Belgium as a dark horse. They're kind of a second-tier dark horse. Belgium, if they can put it all together.
Yep.
But I think definitely Germany, France, Brazil, and are probably the three favorites this year. And Spain again. I don't know how they've had some changing of the guard. Different players retire.
Colombia needs to do very well because I have an awesome recipe I need to try.
Yeah. Well, we'll get at least one. We'll get at least one match with Colombia anyway. All the teams get 3 matches in their group, no matter what. So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I am excited for the World Cup. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
You didn't really answer the question though.
About what?
Who you're rooting
who am I
for?
rooting for? My favorite rooting interest is still Germany. I love the way they play.
Yeah.
I love the way
I
Germany
root for
plays.
Germany too.
They're so precise. They're so skillful. They do everything right. They do it. They do it the right way. I'm never sad when
my
Germany
mom's
wins a
family's
soccer
German.
match. Yeah. Yeah. Even if you kind of embrace the top-heavy nature of international soccer, they're a fun side to watch. Yeah.
If Germany's in the final, we're going to Fernbacher's for dairy-free bratwurst. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, baby. You know it. And I'll bring those home and I will grill the heck out of them.
You will, because you're awesome.
I-
I'll make
And
apple cabbage,
You will make the world's best
braised cabbage.
best braised cabbage and pretzel rolls.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got a plan for this.
So we got Germany
Yeah.
for the final planned.
Yeah. Yeah.
We made a good feast last time in 14 for the Germany-Argentina final.
Yeah, we did. I don't remember what we made, but I remember we we always cook good, so. What did we make?
I don't remember the meal exactly, but I remember the cupcakes that I made.
Yes.
And that had German flags and Argentinian flag.
Yep.
Colored icing.
Yeah.
I was unemployed for the last World Cup and it was glorious.
Oh yeah.
It's not the case now. And it's at unfortunate times,
Sad.
like
It
what,
was
8 in the morning,
so
7 in the morning?
funny.
Yeah.
Not the last World Cup, but the one before it, I was working at the library, and prior, emails were going out all over the place, internet use is for work use, not entertainment, blah, blah, blah. Well, they didn't count on smartphones. You could tell how the games were going because people were watching them on their smartphones and cheering because they'd forget themselves.
Yep.
It was awesome.
So yeah, Germany is my side.
Yeah, I generally
And,
root for Germany in the
but I
United
have to
Kingdom,
say,
but I don't
will-
think they're gonna do well this year.
Yeah, and then for CONCACAF rooting interest, Costa Rica made an awesome run last time to the quarters. But Mexico is easy to root for,
I think Mexico's gonna do well this year. That's who
Yeah,
my
it's
stepdad is rooting for.
Yeah,
Who I
not hard at
usually
all
watch
to root
with.
for Mexico. We have discovered Sweetmead. It's kind of just a beautiful clearing in the midst of all this. That doesn't have any other purpose, actually, so enjoy,
Nice.
look around.
Good
So
place to
You
camp.
can see the sun. Yeah, if you look straight up, you can see the sun and how the sun comes in.
The meadow of
Nice.
Sweetmead
Right, yeah,
is appropriately
spotted.
named, for in the midst of the thick trees is a meadow smelling of gentle honey and sweet sunlight.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Uh,
I shall sit here and contemplate.
Sometimes miss going into the
then...
I hear a cuckoo bird.
Is that what that bird is?
I don't know. I just hear a cuckoo noise. I mean, I don't know if other birds make that noise.
Tis the fog water. Come a little closer. There you go. Use a Fangorn exploration.
And we got it.
A large deep pond stands still in the midst of Fangorn, treacherously hiding under its thick veil of fog. You cannot help but wonder how many unsuspecting creatures have drowned in the hidden depths.
Ew. I got that on my toe hairs.
Okay, let me check the old deed log. Farms and crofts. Tombs, no problem.
We still also have enemies of the Rosary.
Oh, yep. Look at those. Let me just check Bradcroft and see if we missed that along the way. And whose milestone is cooled down to Garsfeld? Everybody, I hope?
Yep.
Yep.
Let us go there via milestone.
I did Snowborn, but I'll be there shortly.
Oh, let me summon you. I still have a rally horn.
No, there's a fast travel right by the milestone, it's fine. Save your horns for times like earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do happen occasionally.
I just hate giving up the space in my bag. I'm me.
Yeah, we'll hit Bradcroft and finish that as a deed. Final deed for the day, and that'll be it. Can everyone be here next week?
Yeah.
Yes, but I will not be here the week after that. 23rd.
The June 23rd. Very good.
Don, we're
hear
good
ya.
next week, right?
Maybe I will.
Yeah, we have Emma about later.
Right. Okay.
Let me see
Where'd you
how
go,
long my
Buzz?
flight is.
You went this
The south exit of Garsfeld.
Oh, never mind. I leave Friday night, so yeah, I definitely won't be here.
Definitely will not be here the 23rd is what I
Will
heard.
not.
Got it. Okay. Let's go find Bradcroft and grab a few more LPs at the end of this good session.
We'll miss Argentina versus Iceland, though.
Iceland's just fun for their story.
Don't miss the game. That'll be a good game.
I'm saying because it starts at 9 o'clock on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. I'll record
And we'll miss part of Peru versus Denmark.
No score spoilers while we're playing.
All right.
I record matches and watch them on short delay afterward. Sometimes when I'm gotta live life.
Most times.
Should I click on
so
this
this
corpse?
is let's click on this corpse. What's going on with this?
It's dead.
Oh, this is for one of the things.
By an armed attacker.
It's for part of the quest for the killing crofts.
Yeah, I think we got a scout point for the killing cross. Yeah, we still got 5 minutes. Let's do a couple more scouting points. Let's go. Here we go. We'll use the time we've got since we spent an hour doing nothing this morning. Sorry about that.
I had fun. Drank some coffee, eased into the day. You know, this adventuring thing can't always be hut, hut, hut. Sometimes you gotta kick back and smell the grass, even if it's burning.
And this croft has suffered massive damage. Nothing remains to save. So we're going to take our anger out on the warband known as Gundul, who made himself available to us.
I think he's a troll, right?
Well, in that
As I
kind
recall.
of him.
Is he a troll or just...
No, I think it's a defiler type.
Hmm.
And now it's going to be a troll, and I'm going to be super wrong.
Bradscroft is pretty big.
Oh no, that was just that one farm that we were at, literally, that burned that. Where the cow was. That was Bradscroft. This whole place is the Sootcrofts.
Ah.
Cribben Master Undul. But he's just a... He's neither a troll nor a defiler. He's just kind of a half-orc who
Just
trained
a guy.
Cribben. Yep.
Is he actually gonna attack any of these dudes? Yes, he is. Good job. Go, Gundul, go!
I sucked some of my Kraben on him.
Yeah, there we go. Laying on him. You defeated Gundul along with his flock of Crabane. Brought a moment's peace to the struggling free peoples of Garsfeld. And maxed out all my allies, so it's time for a reforge. Perfect timing. Okay, let's call it there. We're going to scout one more croft. And we'll be winding things up.
Real reason we did the warband.
Widespread devastation on this croft. The crofts are completely torn apart. Okay, and with that grim news, we're going to head back to Garsfeld. Alright, message of the week is updated. We will continue in the Sootcrofts next week. Maybe around for casual night.
Maybe.
Cool.
In and out of channel all week while doing other Steam type gaming, so come say hi. Nice gaming,
Okay.
y'all.
Adios.
Have
Good
a
to hear
good one,
everybody.
Have a
folks.
good week.
You won't see any of that for a long time due to leveling a new character, but I read on where they took it, yeah. I think it's all really good, but I'm biased. I mean, after 11 years it might as well be a completely new game to you, right? Yep, that'll do it for this week. I'll probably be on tomorrow morning for a little bit. If not, maybe some other time during the week. So, see you then. Thanks for watching.